Action. Look at that lovely bracket that I was able to get done. I'm joined on the cast tonight by the one, the only A squared squared. How are you doing this evening, and what are you thinking about for tonight's matchups?
I'm doing well. I'm thinking about what teams are gonna make it through. If we're gonna see a couple of game threes, or we're gonna see some teams lose. First one up is Knights Lumberjacks, which I'll go into it when the game starts. But that's going Lumberjacks. Not really kind of expecting that the Knights were gonna win that one. But yeah, some exciting games today. Great pitching matchups. Some teams looking to get back into the win column, and it should be a good day of baseball after yesterday.
Everyone, if you can see the stream, go ahead and just give me a thumbs up if you can see the stream.
It took a minute, but yeah, I can see the stream now.
Just to make sure. In terms of our pitching matchups tonight, we will get things started. Like we said, heading over to Apple Field, Knights at Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks just holding off the Knights yesterday. That'll be Shep Franks versus Jefferson Steelflex in that matchup. Then we'll make our way over to the Wildcats at Ball Players. Bodan versus Fitz Magic, the rookie, at Emerald Diamond for our first Emerald Diamond matchup of the night. From there, we will head over to the Tiger Den for the first of our nightcap. Dragons at Overdrafts, Bradley versus Margie Rex, and then capping it all off with Cyclones, Kyle Edwards taking on CDC or Cassiopeia Ducato rather, and the Bombers. Our second match at Emerald Field. Well, before we get in, all right, I see everybody says that the chat is working. So in that case, we will go ahead and make our way over to Apple Field Squared. What are your keys to this game?
Well, the Knights match up very well against the the Lumberjacks match up very well against the Knights. Two carbon copy teams. I think the Lumberjacks lineup is a scary lineup by itself. I mean, certain hitters have not been hitting what they usually do, but still, if you get into the Knights bullpen, it starts to get a little bit hairy, and also the Lumberjacks as well. But I think they have the stuff to take them out.
Well, we are underway here at Apple Field. The Lumberjacks, one win away from heading to the conference semifinals as that one gets through. Hammond is aboard with a single. Fans, let us know if the audio is good, both my mix compared to Squared as well as the game audio. Let us know if we need to turn up any aspect of it. Here is Levi Booth. Winner of this series will take on the number 2 seed Moonshots. 1-2 to Levi Booth. Misses low. Right back at Steelflex, it's off his glove. Booth is fast, and he will beat out the throw. That'll be runs at first and second years. Haley Angeles and Square, do you have any stats on Jefferson Steelflex this season?
Yes, let me pull up the stats, as I should be. But Steelflex, honestly, for the season, you can't let them get into a groove. Good for the Knights. They need to come through here and get Steelflex out of sync, because once he gets in sync, it is really hard to score against him.
That one right, Barco Jr. with a fabulous bounce to him. They get the Dragon special. That one landed right in Barco Jr.'s glove. So runner at third, 2 outs, and here is Vinny Bates. By the way, NG Wolf Gamer, thanks for the follow yesterday on the Twitch stream. Caught it late. This one's up the middle, and the Knights will strike first, just as they did yesterday, except this time it's off of an RBI single from Vinny Bates. That'll bring up Andy Gibbon.
1 second, I'm pulling up the stats.
You are taking your sweet old time, Squared.
Sir, I have to upload it again.
It got very chaotic yesterday with Whitney, as that one's to the right side. Runner's going to take off for third. The throw is in time. Vinny Bates gunned down from right, led to the bottom of the first. Gonzalez, Brainstorm, Tygo to lead things off for the Lumberjacks.
For the Lumberjacks to only keep it at 1, it's still a manageable game. You can't let it with the Knights. It will get out of hand quick with them.
Pasta doing it with the score alerts. Always appreciate that. It's not something that we expect all the time, but love to see it when we do. Just adds a little bit of something to it. By the way, Pasta is able to, because you clipped the robbed home run, I was able to put it into the SSBL tweets as he got rung up there. In fact, now that I'm thinking about it, I need to go ahead and put that tweet in. As this one is hit well to right, tracking back at the track at the wall. It's out of here, 430 feet, and Denver Brainstorm opens up the Jacks account for the evening.
Yeah, Shep Frank's on the mound. Kind of has had a rough season to go. As we take a look at the stats, he comes in 15 innings pitched, 12 runs, and a 7.2 ERA with 4 home runs given up. The fifth, if you take a season as a whole, 10 walks, 14 strikeouts. So he struggled a lot this season in getting the game 2 start here.
Well, here is Tank Taiga, who had 7 home runs on the year, had a fantastic sophomore campaign for the Jags, and he gets rung up there. Brings up Buck Ball. This one's up the middle, and Ball will head to first.
Yeah, both teams just very, very easily to score, and I feel like we're going to see another high-scoring game here, as we saw yesterday. As we saw the Lumberjacks just get out with a 9-8 win, but I feel like we're going to get that again with both of these lineups, especially with a lot of lefties with that right field a little bit short.
By the way, can someone clip that Archie Conrad gun throw from right field, please? That'd be dope. Gibbon throw to first in time, so a solo shot from Denver Brainstorm ties us at 1. We head to the top of the second. Sacred back in Weast, all 2 up.
But this time, I have the stats for Steel Flex. Steel Flex coming in 42 innings pitched, but 30 runs given up with a 6.3 ERA, 9 home runs given up on the season. So something to look at there with 9 home runs. Big power hitting team in the Knights facing against Steel Flex.
Got off to the right. Yeah, it might be too late, but also in about... Actually, it should now. The stream should be live in terms of the VOD. If you go to the stream page, it might be a little while before that pops up, though, to be able to clip it. But what I do need to do is I do need to go over to here, go to the tweeter.
Brought back the All-Star, I believe. No, he wasn't an All-Star.
No, he was not. It was not
a staple of this Knights team for a very long time.
And he earns himself a walk. Take that. Go over here.
Steel Flex also had 19 walks as well, so he kind of has a tendency to get himself into trouble. And you can't be giving up walks with a team like the Knights that can easily, put one out and make it a couple runs, put you in a couple run deficit.
Kenya Weast now, runner on first, 1 out. Full count to Weast. And he checks swing. He'll head to first. Now here is July Newton. So if the Knights are able to get a win here, tomorrow they would have Shaz Leathers to rely on. Comes back from injury.
Yeah, but July Newton, a lot of big hits and a lot of big games in her Knights career, so nothing to slouch at.
Check on the runner at second. In fact, let's go ahead and have a look at that injuries list. Tanya Marzo will not be back for the overdrafts until next week. So if the overdrafts are able to get the reverse sweep over the Dragons, she will be back. As she gets swung out there, July Newton has not been great in reserve of Shaz Leathers. And now back to the top of the order, Alex Hatman. Pablo Sanchez for the Bombers will return next Monday if the Bombers are able to take care of business this week. This one is into center, and Hatman has himself an misjudged there by Speedy Gonzalez. Hatman will have himself a 2 RBI triple, and the Knights go ahead 3-1.
Now batting, the right
Big miss by Speedy in center field allows another run to score on the already 1 run across, and it's just uncharacteristic from Speedy, who's usually solid out there in center field.
Broken bat by Levi Booth. The throw to first is in time. But still, a 2 RBI triple from now Cycle Watch Alex Hatman puts up the wayside here, and now back to Phil Barco Jr.
And Faize, we're gonna have to keep an eye on that 1 run that was allowed by from the misplay in center field from Speedy. That might come into play later with these 2 teams being so close.
Well, Alex Hatman makes the grab there, showing Speedy Gonzalez how to actually play in center field. By the way, NG Wolfgamer, who do you usually play? Is that that was close to the line there. NG Wolfgamer, which team do you usually play with? I see you play in your fame. Do you mean in Super Mega Baseball 3? Full count to Callens. That one's up the middle, and Callens is aboard. Well, we saw this all but 1 game yesterday. 3 of the games that we had on our day 1, week 1 action, the bats were on fire for these playoff teams. And Squared, so far it's looking like the business is staying as usual, as these bats are just finding a way to get past these starting pitchers.
Well, I kind of noticed when you and Whitney stream, we always get high-scoring games, but when I stream, I swear I always get the pitching duels. Like if we tallied up all the runs that were scored during our streams, I swear I'd beat you guys by like 50 runs, or I'd be lower than by 50 runs. I honestly feel like I always get all the pitching duels or low-scoring games.
Funnily enough, I do believe I was the one casting the 29-5 win for the Dragons over the Gauchos.
Exactly. Like, you guys usually always at least have 1 game as Newton goes a second back to the Dragon Special. You guys always have double-digit games in your streams, and I usually always get like 1-0, 3-2, 5-2, you know, the nice games.
I'm going to go ahead and jar myself for that comment, by the way.
Well, yeah, jar.
Well, Steelflex is tense. Here is Haley Angeles. Aside, and Jose Strangelove will make the grab.
Yeah, Steelflex moved up and down from the starting rotation. Just never really been able to find his spot. You know, brought over from the Unicorns, I believe, last season or in the off season. But just never really able to find his spot. But starting here in big game number 2.
And he will be a starting pitcher for the rest of this season run for the Lumberjacks, as he made his second move back from the relief pitchers to the starting rotation. And Bates is walked, so he'll make it to first for the second time today, and that brings up Andy Gibbon.
Number 2.
Well, if you missed this game yesterday, our nightcap game, you missed a great offensive outing for both teams. The Lumberjacks barely held on in the end against the Knights to get the upset win, and they're looking here to make their way to face the Moonshots next week.
Yeah, Steelflex coming into this game was third in his strikeouts with 28, but also in the top 10 for walks with 19 during the regular season. Already has 3 walks here.
61st pitch gets given to ground, but in the end, they're just going to get the 1 out.
Also great for the Knights too. You know, the bullpens of both teams not great, and we're already at 62 pitches for Steelflex in the third, and we're not even through the third. So huge for the Knights so far.
Dave Sacred now, runner at second, 2 outs. Swings up to 2-0 into right. Archie Conrad makes the grab. To the bottom of the third. A 3-1 is the score. Knights don't score for the first time this game. Jose Strangelove, and then top of the order, due up.
Number 48.
Yeah, boss saying last night was a thriller. Just in general, all the games except for that Overdraft's Dragons, which the Overdrafts did make interesting later. Hey, the Overdrafts
Sure.
The Overdrafts made it interesting. Newton makes a grab there, steps in the bag.
Now batting.
Still get a jar.
The center fielder. Number 1.
Yeah, everyone knows I can't stop bragging about my team. I'm the one that has the biggest issue with that.
You do, actually.
Into right, Levi Booth makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting.
Brings up Denver Brainstorm.
Baseman. Number 6.
And this is going to be caught by Gibbon for the third out. 1-2-3 inning heads to the top of the fourth. Back, Weaston Newton due up. So the Dragons Overdrafts is game number 3. But Square, do you want to know something interesting about the Overdrafts? Do you, Square? Do you want to know something interesting about the Overdrafts?
Do. Yes. Go ahead.
The Overdrafts, if they were able to tie up the series tonight, would actually, in doing so, get their first ever franchise win in the postseason.
I see.
As they did not make postseason for their first 4 seasons, made postseason last season by beating the Dragons in a play-in, but got swept 2-0 by the Vikings. And he rings them up there, second out.
Now batting. The first
So
baseman.
looking to get their first ever franchise win in the postseason, and in doing so, force a game 3 tomorrow. Strangelove, throw to first. In time, a 1-2-3 inning will head to the bottom of the fourth. Tygo ball Conrad. As things have quieted down since the top of the second, no team has scored since then.
Yeah, relatively quick inning for Steelflex. The Numberjacks really need Steelflex to go as long as possible so they don't have to dip in that bullpen early and use maybe Lucio Ball in a situation they need him for him later.
Pandora saying not really to hear an overdraft fact. Full count to Tygo. And that'll be a walk. Franks loses him.
Now batting. The left fielder.
No change in the lineups for either team going into today. Did see changes in lineups for the ball players and for the bombers. Two-one count to ball. Runner at first. Popped up. Franks will make the grab. That'll be one gone.
You speak too soon about making the grab because we all know in your case that pitchers do not always make the grab.
Well, the thing is that even if he did make the grab there, the Tayo was already back at first, so they would have gotten an out.
Was it Asiago that dropped the ball?
Yeah, it was Asiago, who is now a crawler. Gibbon back. Newton called a 4-6-3 Dragon special. Head to the top of the fifth, top of the order. Due up, starting off with Cycle Watch Alex Hatman.
Now batting. The center fielder.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a huge change in the lineup for the Bombers, just a slight change. One-two count to Cycle Watch Hatman. Popped up. And Collins is there for the first out.
Now batting. The right fielder. Number
Levi
19.
Booth now. So I got to talk to Whitney yesterday during the games, but Squared, in terms of one rank the games in order of what you thought was the most likely outcome and then the most surprising outcome.
The most likely outcome has to be the Dragons beating the Overdrafts. For me, and then after that, it would probably be Bombers over the Cyclones, and then Knights or Lumberjacks over the Knights, and then actually the most surprising for me was the Wildcats getting shut out against the Ball Players.
I think you mentioned that when you had popped in, and what is your thinking behind that being more? Is it because it wasn't so much the Ball Players over the Wildcats, it was them shutting them out, or was it the fact that they did get the upset?
I think one, it's an upset. I expected the Wildcats to take this series, but also just in Tiger Den, Wildcats putting up a 0, Northwest pitching like that. I know Northwest has had a pretty good season, but still, and especially in Tiger Den, it's really hard to shut out a team, especially with the Wildcats. You know, I know they have been up and down with their scoring as there's a ground out for out number 1, but that was just surprising that it was such a low-scoring game in Tiger Den, and it was 3-0.
Well, we'll get to see Tiger again for game number 3. That one's into right, or rather, the third baseman throws to first base. I say that a lot. When it ever heads to first base, I'll say it goes to the right. I feel like it's just like a directional thing that I think.
Yeah, you also say center right.
No, I've always said right center and left center. I called it center right and center left because that's what Josh told me to say, and he was wrong. This one's up the middle to center. 2-out single, and that brings us to Jose Strangelove.
Who, despite RBI dud, had a RBI double yesterday.
Wiggins saying here for 5 sack. I'm going to go ahead and give myself a jar for that. Thanks, Pasta. I thought it was funny. 1-2 count to Strangelove.
Yeah, Chef Franks has 66 pitches, trying to complete the 5th. Not bad.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up for you as this has popped up, and looks like he'll most likely get out of here with 67 pitches.
Yeah, it's
And
not bad
he
for him. Through 5, 67 pitches, that's pretty healthy. If you can go at least 6, I think that's a big win for the Knights, who can bring in Dante Smalls.
Smalls, of course, didn't look too shabby yesterday.
Steelflex, however, he might have a couple batters left in him.
Well, he's gonna have a little bit more if that continues, as that's right to Reed for the first out. Brings up Dave Sacred. He's got that contact versus right-hand pitching activated. It was the bullpen that nearly did it in for the Lumberjacks yesterday. Long reliever did not get called in. As this one is into center, tracking back, and this time Speedy Gonzalez remembers how to play center field.
The shortstop, number 33.
2 outs. Here's Rock back.
I also call it a win if Steelflex can go 6 for the Lumberjacks after laboring through the first 3.
Well, he is going to, as Brainstorm throws to first in time. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th, top of the order, due up for the Jacks. As again, we have not seen a run scored since the top of the 2nd.
Well, I also think it's something to note. I think we're in the 3rd, and Steelflex was already at 60 plus pitches, and he's barely at 86, and we're in the 6th inning. So he's thrown about 20 or so pitches in 3 innings, which is not great at bats for the Knights.
Go to first, not in time. Speedy Gonzalez, a little bit too speedy. And now here is Denver Brainstorm, who with one swing, he already tied up the game. In the bottom of the 1st, he can tie up the game here with one swing. Oh, that was, if there was going to be a ball to smash out, that would be the one. Good ball right down the middle. Swing and a miss. He gets rung up there. Now
Steelflex misses his pitch and then goes one below the knees.
Shep Franks, you mean?
No, I meant sorry. Brainstorm.
Runner to second in, not in time. Speedy Gonzalez now 180 feet away. Runner takes off for third. Speedy Gonzalez, and he's into third. Back-to-back stolen bases for Gonzalez, and now he is 90 feet away from making this a one-run game. Right side, will it drop down? It will. And Speedy Gonzalez, importantly there, held up at third to see if Newton was going to make the catch.
The left. Now pitching.
And that'll do it for Frank. 6 hits, 2 earned runs, and a walk in 5.1 innings. He actually does not last as long as Steelflex. And in comes Dante Smalls. And while you pull up the stats on Smalls, do want to point out that because of that double steal from Gonzalez, he was able to hold up at third and easily score at home once it dropped down. So great work from the leadoff batter for the Jacks to put himself in a position to score.
Yeah, Dante Smalls coming in this game, 42 innings pitched, 22 earned runs, 14 walks, 30 strikeouts, and a 4.7 ERA. But he has done well of late in his last couple appearances. That's going to be it out. Dante Smalls is actually second in the league for strikeouts behind Mario Wessels at 40.
Now batting.
And there's a score alert. Tayo is seeing a little too shallow, right? Gonzalez scores.
Surprising Steelflex out there for another.
Approaching 93 pitches now. First red bar we've seen for Steelflex. 3-1 count to Kenya Weist, who's already walked today. Swings at a pitch. Reed steps on the bag. 1 gone.
Now batting. The first baseman.
I mean, you brought it up, Squared, as that will do it for Steelflex. 5 hits, 3 earned run, 4 walks, 6.1 innings. Now bring in yellow or green.
Yellow or green, 8.7 innings have been roughed up. She started at first to start the season, 8.7, 13 runs for a 13.5 ERA.
The center fielder.
Newton there is able to beat out the throw, and now bring up cycle watch Alex Hatman. Knights looking to score for the first time since the second inning. And also,
I mean, Steelflex did his job, went 6 and a third. That's all you can really ask for your starting pitcher. At least go 6 innings, get that quality start, and it's up to your bullpen here.
and there's the BB prone activated. As Hatman will make it to first, and now bring up Levi Booth with runners at first and second. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Yeah, Squared, as you were just mentioning, the fact that Steelflex is able to recover as he did. It's only a 1-run game, but Orgreen, a little bit of a hairy situation developing. Needs to get out of here.
He's trying to put one in the seats with that last swing.
And he gets rung up there. Caught looking. 2 gone. Here's Angeles. Yeah, as DBC was pointing out, Dude is the long reliever for the Jacks. Has not been called upon yet.
Lucio Ball, the regular, also just a relief pitcher.
They have Ball. They have Dude as the long reliever. As this one's into left, that'll drop down from the Buck Ball. He's got a little bit of an arm. Runner's gonna head home. The throw is not in time.
Now
Newton beats it out.
number 13.
Knights ahead 4-2.
Massive cojones to go home on the single, as Ball has a decent arm from left, and that's a huge run for the Knights, as now it's back up to 2.
Well, the Knights have speed on the bases. That was Newton who scored. They've got Hatman at second. They've got Booth at first. And that one, that's going to get through the side. Runner's going to head home. This time it's going to be easily scored, and the Knights extend their lead by 2 to make it a 3 total lead.
Number 2.
And Orgreen's nightmare season continues. I believe she was a round 3 pick in the season 5 draft by the Skulls.
Yeah, I was actually trying to position to potentially draft her even with the BB prone, but Josh sniped her from me. This one is hit well into left, tracking back, but at the track is Buck Ball. Third straight ball hit to him. This time he makes the catches. We're into the 7th inning stretch. Want to thank everybody for tuning in to Week 1, Day 2 action of the Season 6 postseason. I'm Bisec on the call, joined by Square tonight. Make sure that you are following the official SSBL Twitch, as well as you'll want to join us in the Discord to find out everything SSBL related. Become a manager, find out all the latest scores and stats. And then finally, player submissions are open for Season 7. Be sure to submit them in. They're free to do, and you can boost them. More information can be found at the link below.
You make that sound like an actual commercial.
I'm so used to it. Like, I come from a theater background, and then working in college athletics, you get used to the ad calls. No, I'm gonna keep a job as a cushy professor. Thank you. I wouldn't mind doing shoutcasting on the side, because that's a walk for Callens.
Now batting, the first baseman.
He's at Paula Reed. Jacks need to get 3 runs here. If this result were to hold, we would head to the Swagger Center tomorrow for a rubber match. Chaz Utters would be back for the Knights, and it would be Toe Jam versus Stance. Swing! She gets swung up there.
Challenged Reed with the fastball, but she couldn't keep up with it. Dante Smalls pitching with no fear out there.
Well, are we seeing playoff Dante Smalls engaged for the Knights? Popped out into right, Levi Booth.
Are you seeing S5 Dante Smalls for the Skulls of Rock, who's very integral to their title-winning season?
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Thank God there are no runners in scoring position for Strangelove. Nice note there by Pasta. So here's a tense Green versus Sacred, and that'll be Sacred getting it through. Relievers for the Lumberjacks this season. You got Wasa Dude as a long reliever. You got Green here. And you also have Bug Dates and Lucio Ball.
Yeah, tough to leave Green out there. This could get out of hand with her pitching still.
Runner takes off for second. It was a called hit and run. Archie Conrad. Nice grab there for the first out. And, you know, especially given how fast the Knights are, it's a little concerning for the Jacks, especially given that, you know, Callens doesn't necessarily have the best arm in the league.
Well, neither does Vinny Bates, so both teams has lack of arm behind the plate.
1-2 to East. Fouled off. This is high. Oh, check swing. Weiss earns the full count. BB Prone engaged. Look at those stats for Green. And actually gets him to swing into a Dragon Special. Makes the tag, does Brainstorm. And we'll head to the bottom of the 8th. The Jacks find a way out.
Weiss actually given Green a gift by swinging at that.
And a defensive substitution, as you were mentioning, and Vinny Bates out for Never Smiley squared.
Yeah, this usually happens with Knights games late into the game when they're ahead. Smiley will come in for Vinny Bates just to stop the steals. He has a pretty good arm, very defensive catcher. But Dante Smalls locked in here.
2 innings pitched, a walk and a strikeout to Dante Smalls' name. 1-2 count to Brainstorm. Make that 2.1 innings pitched. Now we'll bring up Tank Tygo now with 2 outs. The Lumberjacks running out of outs here if they want to get the sweep.
Yeah, the Lumberjacks need some sort of forward momentum. That's a nice play by Weiss to get dirty for that one, but I don't know if it's too late now. They haven't had any really forward momentum for a couple innings now, so
The first baseman.
they had that run, but nothing else.
July Newton and then Cycle Watch Hatman will be due up here in the top of the ninth. Fouled up, left side. Buck ball. Makes the grab for the first out. You know, all in all, Squared, it hasn't looked great, but Orgreen will come out here. 4 hits, 2 earned runs, a walk and a strikeout in 2 innings pitched. Could have done better, but honestly could have done worse.
Yeah, but those 2 runs are just... it's playoff baseball. You can't be doing that 2 runs, especially when Dante Smalls is out there pitching with the lead. And it's just probably not the pitcher to go with first.
Well, here is Cycle Watch Alex Hatman. Earns himself a walk. So he will not be hitting for the cycle unless we head into extras. Lucio Ball gets the call for the Jacks.
You jinxed him by saying cycle watch after 2 at-bats.
It's not a jinx, it's destiny.
You jinxed him.
This is into right. Yeah, that's the reason why I did in the cycle. It's not like only one person in the majors that's hit for the cycle this season or anything like that.
I know, but you jinxed him.
Number 17.
Man, I should have had my VPN back on. That way Metalhead couldn't rig the system. Runner takes off for second. The throw by Callens is not in time. Hatman mojo up to locked in. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and jar you for that pasta. And yes, actually, it is only one person in the majors because I said specifically in the majors, you're not good at listening. 3-1 count. And Angeles earns a walk, so the Jacks need to score 3 runs, but they need to get out of this inning first.
Might put this away for the Knights with the way Dante Smalls is pitching.
Barco throw to first in time. I'm also doing a joke pasta as well. As well to the bottom of the 9th, Jacks have 3 outs to get 3 runs. It'll be Buck Ball, Archie Conrad, Phil Barco Jr., or we are headed to a game 3 tomorrow. Since it's unofficially sponsored by NordVPN. I'll tell you, well, I've never really used a VPN. Now that I have a VPN, I can't imagine not using it. As Weist snails his way to make that grab, 1 gone. And jeez, it's only the snack pack, or the party snack, whatever it is. I don't know. Nouns are hard. Archie Conrad 0 for 3 today. Oh-2, and rock back! What a stop! The throw to first! Not in time! Archie Conrad beats it out, and so now here is 0 for 3, Phil Barco Jr. Small's still locked in. That's the first hit he's given up today. Popped up. Gibbon is there, 2 gone. Jack's down to the last out.
Now batting, the catcher.
Brings up Shelby Callens. I've never even realized that his initials spell PBJ. I don't know if that's on purpose. The combination of the Knights and Jacks uniforms make it look like peanut butter and jelly. Ooh, Jack swing, as that was nearly the game right there. This is into left. Chaz Leathers will return tomorrow as the Knights and Jacks will battle it out to see who goes on to face the Moonshots. Knights get the rebound win. Squared, your thoughts on this game?
Steel Flex struggled at first, bounced back, but just never really got, huge strides of momentum for this Lumberjacks. They did make it close, but that defensive misplay kind of hurt them a little bit. Knights able to, score with Hatman, and the pitching wasn't terrible. Steelflex did bounce back, or Green came in, gave him 2, and just pitching was the difference here for the Knights. Chef Frakes did well, and Smalls shut it down.
Well, the Jazz are going to have to go back to the drawing board to find a way to get past Dante Smalls, as he has been lights out against them so far this series. He does get the save. Franks gets the win. Steelflex gets the loss. Player of the game will be Alex Cycle Watch Hatman, followed by Vinny Bates and Dante Smalls. Well, that'll do it for game number 1. When we come back, we've got Wildcats at Ball Players. Ball Players trying to do what the Jacks couldn't and get the sweep over the 3 seed. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the SSBO right here on Twitch.
Yep.
Make the ground shake.
Welcome back. The Knights force a game 3. We'll play that one tomorrow. The Ball Players are looking to get the sweep over the Wildcat Square. What is the key for both teams heading into this game?
Ball Players just kind of utilize, since you got out with the win in Tiger Den, utilize the bigger field for Emerald Diamond. You know, you have some speed on the team at the top of the lineup with Shelton and Kelly, and just utilize the bigger field and try to extend those singles into doubles for the Wildcats. Just get your hitting going. You know, you came out with the shutout. You got shut out last night. Get after Fitzmagic, the rookie. You know, it's a big difference for Northwest and Fitzmagic, and just try to put in some early runs on the board and get some momentum.
It'll be Bo Dam versus Fitzmagic as the pitching battle, as we are underway here in our first game in Emerald Diamond, as that one is stopped by Of the Stick, thrown to Magic in time for the first out. When we come back here tonight, it'll be Under the Lights. Now bring up Chico Island. Wait, hold on. Is Chico Island supposed to be batting second for the Wildcats? Yeah,
Yes.
Chico Island is supposed to be batting second for the Wildcats. All right. I had a minor panic attack there as he got rung up there. Like I'm not kidding you. For a second, my heart stopped.
He didn't change his lineup, so you're fine.
Yeah, Pasta. But the thing is that I am mildly OCD. So anytime there is something that could potentially just be a little bit off, I go crazy. Like, for example, I recently just got a dash cam for my car, which, by the way, as it's a full count to Rustin Baldwin, and Magic loses him, we'll have our first base runner out of the game. By the way, if you drive a car, spend some money on a dash cam, because it could save you thousands of dollars later when you can prove that the accident wasn't your fault. But I have to unplug it every single time. This one is into left center. That one will hit the wall, and the runner will round around. No, will not round third.
Interesting choice.
Baldwin stays there as Whitney has himself a double, and that'll bring up Alan Hiker with runners at second and third. And could the Wildcats score their first run of this series?
Interesting choice not to go home. I mean, I get it. Not a lot of speed at third, but you gotta take the chance. Like I said, you gotta put some runs early and get some momentum, and that really jump-started the Wildcats.
Homer runs, what a dive to throw to first in time! Homer runs, makes the play. He's had a great second half of the season, and the Wildcats continue to go scoreless in this series. Anyways, as Wiggins says, 5 sack 4 dash cams. Yeah, I'm telling you, dash cams, they're worth it. But anyways, I have to unplug it from the cigarette lighter every single time I get out of my car. And ever since I've gotten it and installed it in, I am constantly worried about whether or not I actually unplugged it because it could drain my battery. As Kelly is walked here. I'm saying if you start losing badly, he wasn't supposed to bat second and you can restart the game. Can pull a bento jam. That's off of the glove of Bash Sluggington. They will get the runner at second.
Heads up play by Sluggington to go to second.
Here is Rick of the Stick. He had a hot start to his season. Cooled off a little bit. Still one of the better batters in the league, especially among rookies, and he has himself a single today.
Believe it or not, Rick De La Stick hit a single, ladies and gentlemen.
They're not privy to that information. Can you explain why that's funny to everyone?
So De La Stick had 23 hits on the season, or 23 or 22, but let's just say he had 23. 23 hits on the season. This man had 22 singles out of those 23 hits.
And one home run.
The other one is a home run. This man is a single machine.
I thought that was me, as that's to Whitney. Throw to second in time, throw to first in time. The Dragon special. Call it a 6-4-3. We'll head to the top of the second. Fury Sluggington. Bobby Jimbo. Due up.
So Fitzmagic coming into this game, as I didn't get talked about in last inning. 13 2/3 innings, or 1/3 inning. 4 runs given up with a 2.69 ERA on the season. So not a lot of innings, but has kept the runs down.
Of course, got injured after pitching 1 out in his first career start in the season. Came back and pitched a shutout game against the Bombers, if I remember correctly. And then got the nod for the All-Star game, so made the All-Star team in his rookie season. Runner called, hit and run. They will not get the runner at second, though the first is in time for the first out. Is it me or Magic pitching a lot faster than Steelflex? Well, Steelflex got pretty labored pretty early, so he was tense and therefore probably didn't have as much velocity. Runner will take off for third. Rick of the Stick steps on the bag. So once again, the Wildcats threaten. Well,
I don't know, it could be the personality thing, because I know there are personalities. It could be the personality thing. I'm not sure.
Also, it could be the delivery. I've got nothing else.
I do see what you mean. That it feels like he's throwing pitches at a faster rate than Steelflex is, where Steelflex would take longer pauses. I don't know.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Well,
But 2 innings and another opportunity for the Wildcats.
walk issued there. That gets us back to the top of the order and gets us to Rig Porter. So they walk what could have been an easier out in Bailey Smith. And Rig Porter right to the glove to break up the stick. Aggie, what Indian burial ground did you sleep in? Because the Wildcats cannot score.
Wow, right there, the stick, absolutely robbing that one. A hard hit ball with some mustard on it to first, and he absolutely snags it out of the air.
That's got to be rough. And speaking of which, here is Toby Barker. Two popped up. Bailey Smith makes the grab for the first out.
I told you, Aggie, not to talk smack. And look what you did. Look what you did.
I think that deserves that's not really the purpose of anti-jar, but as that one drops down in front of Chico Island. And here is Nathan Tucker, who, if you did not see his play yesterday, go to the SSBL Twitter or go to the Discord and watch it. Robbed a sure home run and also got the runner double back at second as he gets rung up there. That brings up Terry Thunder. Steeler activated.
Yeah, but Bailey Smith having a cannon behind the plate.
Air Tucker, Pasa said. Pandora knowing he had almost no fielding as well when he did that. 3-1 from Bodan. Swing and a miss there. Full count. Runner will go. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Fouled off. And we will do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off. We'll do it again. 10th pitch. Fouled off. We'll do it again. 11th pitch of the at-bat. Not fouled off. We're not doing it again. Terry Thunder with a single there. And we will do it again. And we will do it again. And we will do it again.
Reminds me of that at bat by Daniel Winkler back 2 seasons ago to beat the Serpents with a walk-off home run.
Runner is at first and second. 1-2 count. This one's going to be caught by Fury. At the top of third. Still no score here. Island Ballman need 2 up. So Aggie noting the woes for the Wildcats so far of note. Bailey Smith thrown out at home after being gifted that triple. As this is flied out into center. Caught by Shelton for the first out. After Tucker misjudged his slide. This is before he robbed a homer. Fury was the one who had his homer robbed. Ullman robbed of a single with runners in scoring position. And then Rig Porter robbed with a runner at third this game. This one's into left. Diving. Ooh. This time, Toby Barker stops it in front of him.
All right, where did that come from? Explain to me. Where did that come from?
Toby Barker?
Yeah, but you did the Barker.
Because he's a dog.
Right.
Good point, Toby. Toby and Archie Barker are Aggie's dogs. If we're being fair right now, Lucy Freishack is not actually Will Freishack's sister. Lucy Freishack is actually Will Freishack's cat. So as long as we're being canon, as that's a walk issued there. Here is Alan Hiker.
The walk killing Fitzmagic so far with 4 walks so far. And once again, the Wildcats, another runner on scoring position. That's down the line.
Iger fouls it off. There is some bad juju going on with the Wildcats right now.
Dude, somebody has to do like a prayer in the Wildcats dugout because of what Aggie did.
Is there like, Aggie, did you do anything specific after going 5-1? Like, did you buy like a rabbit foot off of Amazon? Did you like walk under a ladder or something? Aggie's saying he's gonna quit. Oh yeah, is Mishka Barker one of your submissions as well, Aggie? Double steal. Fury is aboard. Bases are loaded. And here's Bash Sluggington. And for the sake of keeping Aggie in this league with 2 outs, the Wildcats need to get a run here or else they're going to be managerless. No, we took a page out of the Dragons book. He got married. That is too. So who is Archie Barker then? 2-2 fouled off. We'll do it again. Missed. Full count, 2 outs. Runners will go. Popped up.
Oh my. 3 innings in a row, the Wildcats have had a runner on third and have failed to score.
We are through 12 innings this series, and the Wildcats just cannot find a way to score a run. That's
You better be thinking of a name for the small village the Wildcats have left out there.
The entire league is going to be Barkers and Fry Shacks. Actually, no Fry Shacks will be entering the league next season, or at least that have been submitted by me. Going to first in time. I submitted 2 players, and neither of them are Fry Shacks. Okay, so all 3 are dogs. Gotcha. Popped up. Shallow right. Fury is there for the out. Oh, you did submit a player, Edgy Wolf Gamer. Let's see what the name was, because I can actually pull this up. Here is Rook of the Stick, 1 for 1 today. A side foul. A side foul. We'll do it again. And he gets rung up there. Of the stick, caught looking. Well, it's to the top of the 4th. Bobby Jimbo. Bailey Smith and Rick Porter do up.
Isaac, have you submitted any players yet?
Yes, I have.
Really? I'm waiting until, because I want to see what positions we don't have a lot of, and I'm just going to do those. Oh my
shut
goodness.
up, Squareness. This one is Zach to the track, to the wall, and out of the stadium. It's out of here. The scoring drought is broken by Bobby Jimbo. And the Wildcats take a 1-0 lead. Aggie will not be leaving the Wildcats.
So finally a run on the board, and Fitzmagic he's already at 72 pitches at 4 innings. So we're going to be seeing that ball player bullpen pretty soon.
We got to see Adrian Walker yesterday. And she gets rung up there.
Is Fitzmagic a season 6 rookie?
Yes, he was just drafted this season. He was one of my players, actually. I submitted like 4 players last season because Josh needed some more, and so.
Oh, it's Fitzmagic. You know. I'm a terrible singer.
Yeah, I was just about to say it's a good thing that that's not your day job. Full count to Rick Porter
thank
here.
God.
And he gets rung up there. So Magic bouncing back from that homer with 2 back-to-back strikeouts.
Thank you, Buster. I appreciate it. Isaac doesn't appreciate me.
3 hits, an earned run, 5 walks for Fitzmagic, 3.2 innings, and now we'll get to see the long reliever, Adrian Walker.
Adrian Walker, the number 6 overall pick in this year's draft, 42 1/3 13 runs given up, 19 walks, 25 strikeouts, for a 2.76 ERA. So absolutely excellent in that long relief role for her. An excellent pick for the ball players.
No.
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 No. Oh my, that's
Did it
worse.
crash?
That's worse than the stream crashing. That is literally worse than the stream crashing. Are you kidding me right now? I'm sorry, I'm trying to process this. Did that seriously just happen? Oh no. Okay, so I'm about to pull up the rule book because I think this game is, yeah, so let me pull up the rule book to confirm. Oh, I cannot believe that just happened.
That's absolutely what?
Is that the first time that's
I
ever
don't remember ever a stream like the game crashing. Whitney, the game crashed.
Wildcats finally scored and breaks the game.
Wait, if you want, you can jump in here, Whit. I know you're busy, but
I cannot believe that just happened.
I think it was the top of the fourth.
I'm trying to find. Okay, so if the stream interruption is purely the stream, here we go. This is rule 3B2. If the interruption is due to a situation in which the game cannot be continued from its previous state, be determined by the following. So, A, at least 5 innings have been played. Nope, 5 innings have not been played. So, the game will be restarted. Okay. Wow. That is crazy. I apologize. I mean, I did not do anything, but I apologize. That sucks. It's a good thing it wasn't a blowout one way or another. Let me share the screen again. I cannot believe that happened. What? I don't know what would have caused that. Did it look like anything was happening to you?
No, it just kind of just died.
Oh my gosh, that is so much worse than this stream just crashing.
I thought you like all tabbed or something.
No, it just straight up died. It didn't even give me a warning or anything. All right, so Bodan versus Fitzmagic. All right, let's just make sure everyone's caught up.
But Adrian Walker always like she got an out. So
Well-
like it wasn't Adrian Walker because she got an out.
Well, and also we were perfectly fine through the first. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, I don't know if any of the players could have caused it.
He even touched his teams anyway.
All right. So let's try this out. Need the game to pop up on my screen there.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 3.
Alright, it's not now. This isn't showing up on my OBS. This is getting weird. Adrian Walker is glitched. Damn, God deleter, I guess. Yeah, but there were no substitutions or anything.
Here, I'm rewatching the stream to figure it out.
Yeah, I know. I paused it. Left side, and that one's foul as we are starting over here, top of the first. That one's through the gap. Greg Porter is aboard.
So let's see. Adrian Walker got the out,
Now batting,
and then it was heading to the bottom of the fourth.
number 28.
And then as soon as it went to the bottom of the fourth, it crashed. Like as it was gonna transition.
Interesting. Runner takes off for second. It was a called hit and run. Will they get Greg Porter? They will. Dragon special.
The third baseman, number 30.
I'll bring up Rustin Baldwin. So business as usual. This one is hit deep in the center, tracking back at the track at the wall. It's out of here. Well, last time we left off in this game, it was 1-0, and here we are at 1-0 again.
All right, so the game starts here. We only play 4 innings of this game, and then it's over. I'm just kidding.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Just in case I'll send you a team pack. If for some reason this game, that was crazy. I have to think that that's not the game at that point. That's got to be something with my system, even though nothing has changed with my system.
Let's say, like, you made it through the first game, and we didn't change anything with these teams, as far as I know, in the team pack.
No.
So it might have just been like just an error. I don't know. Like
It's got to be random.
Designated hitter.
because we made it to the first game, no problem. The game didn't crash yesterday. Thankfully, I'm here, so I can do it.
Called hit
Oh
and
my
run.
God.
This time it works out. Runner will head to third. Nathan Tucker, the throw is not in time. Runners on the corners, 2 outs, and here's Emmett Fury.
Second baseman,
I don't know. Can anybody ever remember? Like, it's mostly a question like the older guys like Dean and Pandora and you too, Isaac. Like, have you guys ever like? I don't know if the game has crashed on stream before. Like even when Josh was doing it, I don't remember the game ever crashing.
Well, we know that the save file is the same because once again the ball player or the Wildcats just can't score. Although they do get the ball win homer when we get to the bottom of the first. Murph Kelly to lead things off.
shortstop, number 38.
And that one's immediately up the middle.
Yeah, Pandora. I don't ever remember it crashing.
Now batting, the center fielder.
That was
number
crazy.
16.
This season, I know it hasn't crashed. This is the first time it has all season.
I'm not even that old. I'm only mid-season 4s when I came in.
Yeah, OBS crashing. Yeah, it's happened. You know, the stream crashing or drop frames. Oh my God.
Runner's heading to third, not in time. Kelly beats it out.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 23.
Dan says he thinks that he remembers it freezing one time.
Okay.
This one right to Baldwin for the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Well, the good news is that was only a 1-0 game when we left off. Oh yeah, the weird shadow. I don't think we've had the weird shadow glitches so far. We've had the uniform glitches. Right side, Bash Sluggington makes the stop. He'll step on the bag, but the ball player is tied up at 1.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Brings up Toby Barker.
6.
Runner at second, 2 outs. Gotta get back into that mojo. Left field. Chico Island makes the grab. So we'll head to the top of the second. It's as if the first never happened. Sluggington, Jimbo Smith due up for the Wildcats.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 25.
Fitzmagic tense. This one is hit well into left. Tracking back at the track is Barker and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, the center
And here is Bobby Jimbo, who unfortunately does not have a home run.
Off the plate. Steve. Nope, inside. Tag. Foul.
Right side of the stick, steps on the bag for the second out.
Now batting, the catcher, number 2.
Nope, that's high.
Bailey Smith now.
Ball. High. That's outside.
Popped up. Shipwright
You're out.
makes the grab. We'll head to the bottom of the second. It's a 1-1 game. Homer runs Nathan Tucker. Terry Thunder due up for the ball players.
Second baseman, number 12.
Inside.
You still there, Squared?
Yeah, sorry, I was looking at something.
Yeah, we kind of lost the mojo because we were just steamrolling along.
The right fielder, number 40.
Well, appreciate everybody for sticking through that. Keeping the calm as Stockington is there for the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number
It's looked like we lost any viewers as well, so special shout out to all of y'all for sticking with it. Of the stick, this is into the gap in right center, and he is easily going to make it to second base, and that is the first extra base hit that isn't a homer for Rick of the Stick. Nope, that's not Rick De La Stick.
number
I got so excited. Squared is laughing so hard that he's clipping out. That, in fact, was Terry
You
Thunder.
were so happy!
That was Terry.
Off the plate.
You were so happy for him!
This is popped up into left center.
Alright, so I'll be taking over the play-by-play, everybody. No, I'm just kidding.
I was so happy for him. He was hey,
Oh, that
hey,
was funny.
you
That was
remember
so
your
funny.
first double or triple, and that would have been his first double. He's a rookie. I was so happy for him. But no, Terry Thunder had to ruin it as
That
this was
goes
deep
pretty
in the
well to the
left,
left.
at the track, at the wall, and it's caught by
my
Toby
God.
Parker for the first down.
the left
Well, yeah, literally anti-jar. Whoops, my B, homie. You just saying, appreciate the enthusiasm, though, Fight Side.
That actually got me to laugh hella hard. Oh my god.
I think,
the third baseman,
the sentiment I'm getting from chat and from Usquared right now is I'm like a 6-year-old who told everybody, look at me, look at me, look at me, I'm gonna do a dance. I tried to do a spin and I fell flat on my butt. And then you all were trying to console me as I started crying. Being like, no, you actually did pretty good. You actually weren't that bad at all. No, we enjoyed it. Everyone, no one saw that. No one saw. And if we did, it didn't matter.
So actually a big pass ball from... Oh my god, why would you swing?
He got rung up there. That brings up Whitney.
number 5.
That wasn't a pass ball. I'm going to call that a wild pitch from Fitzmagic
Okay, fine.
there.
Wild pitch. So Whitney runner at second. A base hit probably brings him in.
Yeah, as Pasta saying, that is definitely the correct use of anti-jar. We have found another use for anti-jars. That's the Rick of the Stick.
Are you sure that's Rick up the stick this time?
That is Rick of the Stick this time, yes. I am sure. Know what's really funny about what you just said? It did not even occur to me why you said that until I said it out loud. That is, Rick of the Stick, until I realized that you were making fun of me, and I don't appreciate it, Squared. I don't appreciate it in the slightest.
Rick de la Stick.
This is popped into shallow left.
You're out.
Whitney is there for the out.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Me llamo Rick de la Stick.
Yo no tengo doubles.
Get out.
That's, you know, it's been a long stream. I mean, I have streamed. This is now my 25th game in 8 days.
I told you I would have play-by-played this one.
I don't mind doing play-by-play.
Take.
This one I am certain is Rick of the Stick.
Are you sure about that?
I
You
am.
wanna double
I
check?
am 100% sure that this is Rick of the Stick, and I'm also.
If he gets a single, I'll believe you. It's Rick de la Stick.
No, he'll just get struck out as he gets rung up there. PBP'd? What's PBP?
PvP.
Oh, play-by-play. Yeah, I usually see it as PXP.
That might work because right now Physix is streaming to me, so
Ball high.
you know. Yeah.
We do need more people to stream for next season, so if you're interested, make sure you reach out to Josh.
Yes, desperately.
We'll head to the top of the fourth. We'll see if we can get through the fourth this time. Hiker Fury Sluggington do it for the
So,
Wildcats.
ladies and gentlemen, we did make it through the top of the fourth, and as soon as it switched over to the bottom,
Nope. This is the top of the fourth right here.
I know we did make it through the top of the fourth. I'm just saying we did,
Oh.
but as soon as it switched over to the bottom of the fourth, that's when we had issues.
And so Ayu just needs a better PC, so when he gets that in 3 years, he will start streaming. As
Oh.
that is to the right, pass of the stick. Tucker is there.
I mean, do you really need a high-powered PC to stream? Especially with the game. I don't know if this game doesn't take that many resources.
Yes and no. Internet is definitely the most important. But in order to like run everything,
What's your processing card? Oh my
this
god!
one is to the left and it's foul. I actually have a Ryzen 1700, a Ryzen 7 1700.
That's outside.
Is that better than my 3900X?
What?
No.
Yes. No, it is not.
No.
It is not.
Mine's Gen 5.
Yeah, mine's. I got the first one. As this one is hit well into right, tracking back at the track, at the wall.
Oh!
It's out of here. 366 feet. And well, when we left off this game before it crashed, it was a 1-run Wildcats lead. And right now it's a 2-run lead. Also, Magic got pulled after 3.1 innings. So, rob that one, Mother Tucker. This one's into center. Harry Shelton's there for the out. We'll see if Magic gets pulled here. And here comes Bobby Jimbo. Magic will stay in. So, honestly, we're not too far off from the way this game first went.
Isaac, what's your graphics card?
Wait, did you ask? No, you did ask my processor the first time. I didn't know if I answered you incorrectly.
What's your graphics card though?
GTX 1060.
Okay.
That's inside.
It ain't much, but it's honest work. This
Well, I'm
one's
just saying, like, how many? I think I'm overkilling it. So.
into right. Tucker is there, and so we are in the splash
Everyone in
page.
your butts.
And now we're heading to the bottom of the fourth.
I don't want to look.
And now there's
Okay, that
Sophie
is
Bunker.
so weird. That is so weird. Okay.
And now Bodian's throwing a pitch. And now that pitch has been hit. And Barker's aboard with a single.
Everything look good on your end, Isaac?
I mean, the game's still running.
Do you watch from the game or do you watch from OBS?
I watch from OBS.
Okay, so do I. Pasta, no, don't say it.
Yeah, I don't believe in jinxing or anything like that, but shut up, Pasta. That is what the score would have been had Tucker not robbed Fury's home run. All right, so Wildcats getting mentioned. So we only lose out on the Wildcats having a 1-run advantage, which all said and done is pretty fair, especially considering how close the Wildcats were to scoring a lot of those. As this is to second to first in the dirt.
A
Not
rare
the-
error from Whitney.
Yeah, I believe that was. They're gonna rule it on Whitney, even though the arrow or the exclamation point went above Sluggington. I do think so. Last time this guy was up, I called him Rick of the Stick. This is Terry Thunder that's up.
He saw sunglasses, that's why.
Nope, that's high.
He's got the same complexion. He's batting on the left side. Runner takes off for a second. It's a walk.
And now Bodan in some trouble here against Curly Shipwright. And you have Murph Kelly and Shelton right behind him.
Ball high.
1-1 count to Shipwright. Inside 1-2.
Ball high. Strike.
Swing!
Oh!
And a miss. He gets rung up there. Led to the top of the 5th, top of the order, due up for the Wildcats.
That's not an error? Okay, come on, Gabe. That's 100% an error.
Well, you know what? The game probably thinks that maybe the batter would have made it to first in time.
If we were doing, I don't know, for stats, I feel like we should overrule that. Take away a hit from Thunder.
Yeah, but we're not doing stats, so.
Now batting, the left fielder.
I mean, eventually we will.
28.
Potentially. It's in talks, but nothing is certain. I'm always someone to lean on the to make it so that it's. I would rather do less and be consistent with it than potentially do more and then not follow through. As he gets swung up there.
That's some
Matt
big
Dupree
teeth.
rebounding. Here's Rustin Baldwin. So,
So yeah, we're not too far off from where we're at.
yeah, I'm
Nice.
actually really happy with where we're at.
Just the ball players didn't have to dip in their bullpen.
It's much more representative of what happened in game 1 and only off by 1 run.
Yep.
1, 2, 3 inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th, top of the order, due up for the ball players.
Now batting, the shortstop. Number
So if the
38.
Wildcats, who are nursing a 2-run lead right now, if they were to hold on, we would head to Tiger Den tomorrow
Outside.
for game 3.
Inside.
And the matchup would be.
Ball 4.
That's a walk issue there. I actually have to look this up. I don't know what the matchup would be.
Center fielder.
Now Oldman versus someone else. Probably Ensalada.
It is
Outside.
Hendricks versus Oldman. Runner
see.
takes off. It'll just be the out at first.
Oh wait, Ensalada is a skull. Never mind.
Ensalada is going to get traded over. I'm sure this is Rick of the Stick.
That's high.
I hope
You
so
know
for
what?
your sake.
Here's what I'm going to say. It's actually Rick De La Stick. Rick Double Stick, as he's about to hit a double here. Nope, he's just going to fly out to left.
You jinxed him.
I didn't jinx him. I said it after he had already hit it. Runner will tag, head to third.
Oh, what are you
In
doing?
time! Chico Island guns him down.
Now
And we'll head to the top of the 6th. Man, we have seen that.
What are you doing?
We have seen a lot of base running goofs from this series alone. Right side, Rick to the stick. Magic steps in the bag, 1 gone.
batting,
So Fitzmagic has officially doubled his appearance, or no, he has not doubled yet. If he makes it to the end of this inning, he will have almost doubled his appearance in the first non-game.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so we're playing that now? We're playing that?
I'm playing what?
I actually can't stand this. I hate it so much.
What are you
Hiker.
talking about?
Homer runs. Okay, stop it. Stop it, Square.
now batting,
Evan Fury.
This is the first time I'm watching a Wildcats ball players game all week.
Squared, I will remove you from this studio.
Not if I remove you first.
Okay, I'll be the only one casting. Lasers is joining us. Full count, 2 outs to Emma Fury. Fly it out to right. Fouled out, rather. And he gets rung up there. Magic paints the top of the zone. Makes a Paul appear out of nowhere into the strike zone. Oh, it's Magic. It's a 3-1 lead for the Wildcats, heading down into the 6th inning. That was to the right side. We'll see if Bodan stays locked in after that.
Speaking of base running groups today, did anybody see the Pirates? Dude, Brian Hayes hit a home run into right. And while he was running, he didn't step on first, so he was called out.
How do you do that?
It's Pirates. The Pirates.
How do you do that? Whitney, Emmett Fury, Bash Sluggington, 6-4-3 Dragon Special. Now here is home runs. Caught by Baldwin for the 3rd out. Unconventional, but a 1-2-3 will head to the top of the 7th. Sluggington, Bobby Jimbo, Bailey Smith due up.
Now batting, the first baseman.
You keep just saying good boy, Toby. And that will do it for Fitzmagic. 6 hits, 3 earned runs, and a walk. And in comes Adrian Walker. So history will repeat itself.
Inside.
What do you mean?
Last time. I hate you! I hate you! I hate you! Stop it! No! Bad square! Bad square!
What do you mean, dude?
Stop it! No! This is triggering my dissociation.
Are you dissociating
Are you able to
personality?
speak? Are you able to speak English?
No, but I am able to retain my memory.
Bobby Jimbo with a 1-2 count, check swing. That was a strike for Fitzmagic. Overrun so the first in time, 2 gone.
Now batting, the catcher, number 2.
Plausible deniability is a great thing, ladies and gentlemen.
This question is how
Right, Wolfgamer? Like, what's more embarrassing? The fact that you didn't, after hitting a home run,
something happening in that clubhouse,
Like,
man.
after,
I almost
after
said
you didn't hit
locker
a home
room.
run, like, the fact that you missed first base after hitting a home run, or nah, the other one's way worse, dude. How do you not step on first and like, and it was 2 outs. Like, dude, I played up until like my senior year of high school, and I never did that. And I played at first base because I was tall.
Well, that's why you didn't do that, because you knew where first base was.
Yes.
1-2 count, 2 outs. Rick Porter swing and a miss. He got rung up there. As we get to the 7th inning stretch, want to thank everybody for joining us here on the Week 1, Day 2, Season 6 playoff stream. I am FiSec on the call, joined by my buddy Squared. Make sure that you are following the official SSBL Twitch. Make sure that you join us in the Discord for everything SSBL related. Become a manager. The Wildcats position is not open, as Aki will be staying since they're not getting shut out in this game. Also, you can find out the latest stats and scores, and then also the player submissions are open for Season 7. You can have your player in the shining lights of the SSBL at Emerald Diamond at Red Rock Park. You want it, you name it.
Now batting,
You can find out more details at the link below.
number 9.
Square never did that because he never hit a home run.
No, this is true. I never hit a home run. I actually got robbed one time in the Little League. I got robbed, and I was actually like legit crying because I was like 10 years old.
2 strikes. This is Terry Thunder who hits this one into left center. Chico Allen is there with the first out.
Did pitch a no-hitter one time though. In 6 innings.
The catcher, number 5.
Tense Curly Shipwright versus locked in Bo Dan. Bodan at 80 pitches.
Ball. High.
Still has a few more batters in him. 1-2, fouled off. We'll do it again. A dribbler, Baldwin, throw to second in time to throw to first. Called a Dragon special, 5-4-3. Will head to the top of the 8th. Island, Baldwin, Whitney due up for the Wildcats. He's saying that he hit the fence multiple times.
Number 28.
Or maybe someone can teach the Walkers how to hit dingers at the motor yard. You could be the savior of the Walkers franchise. You cannot be the savior of the Lumberjacks franchise. They have 1 pick in the next 2 drafts. Rick Kelly throw to first in time for the first out.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! They're not even playing. You're taking a shot at them. Relax.
They lost.
Even I don't take shots at them when they're not playing. Even though I'm pretty sure DDC and Hummus hate it when I cast their games because I always mention how they don't score with bases loaded.
Well, they did lose today with you on the stream.
See, they don't like it. I'm bad juju
Well,
for them.
who else? If I'm making a joke about a person not being able to make a player to be a savior of a team because that team doesn't have draft picks, who else could I have chosen?
Number 5.
Literally anyone else who sold out.
Name one team that only has 1 pick or less in the next 2 drafts.
I don't know the team that's currently playing right now.
The Ballplayers? Ballplayers have
Yeah.
more than 1 pick in the next 2 drafts.
Oh, sorry, they have 2 picks.
Yeah, they have double. That is math. Homer runs, makes the grab for the second out.
Wait, what subject are you even going to be teaching anyway?
Well, I'm teaching a class in 3 weeks on the student athlete experience. And I'm teaching
All right,
sport
everybody,
finance in the fall. So I actually am going to be doing a little bit of math in the fall.
Finance, how to save your money.
That's not necessarily the case for sport fans. This is deep back to the jack to the wall. It's out of here. The Wildcats have remembered how to score 377 feet for Alan Hiker. And it's looking like we're heading to Tiger Den tomorrow.
Second baseman. Number 31.
Why'd you jinx them?
I didn't jinx them. The game isn't over.
Also, I feel like that's the only thing Hiker's done all season. He finally woke up. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You saying finally Hiker did something. Left side, caught by Black for the 3rd out. So we'll head to the bottom of the 8th. The ball players need 4 runs in the next 2 innings.
You know, and I know Bodan
Now batting.
has only allowed 1 run, but it doesn't feel like he's been dominant. I don't know if Isaac, what do you think? It doesn't feel like he's been dominant. Like he's been pitching well, but not dominant, like shutting them down.
It's one of those quiet starts. His defense has
Yeah.
definitely been able to bail him out. 6 hits, 3 walks, as this will be... Oh, I was just going to say, this is his 4th walk. Finds the zone 2 times, full count. And
Why do you do
throws
these
a
things?
ball.
Why do you do these things?
And Kelly pops up. See, I've said, and that would have been his 4th walk there, and it didn't end up being a walk.
Now pitching.
First, you're making up things, then you're just, jinxing people. Like,
So I know Phil Barco Jr. is PBJ. Here's BPJ. Bosch Peppers Jr. comes in.
if you're gonna make up a fake game that never happened.
Now batting. The first baseman. Number
Squared.
23.
Yes.
Rest of the stream can go well. Rest of the stream can go poorly. What's great about that, Squared?
Mm.
Is that you get to make the choice about whether the rest of this stream is gonna go well, it's gonna go poorly. Is it gonna be like over 4, Rick of the Stick, someone who I thought had a double, who in fact is over 4 at the plate today and is tense?
No, you got his stunt double in Terry Thunder.
Number
Oh man, someone needs to put that into lore that a Rick de la Stick got cast in a movie and Terry Thunder is his stunt double.
the center fielder. Number 7.
We're into the 9th. Bobby Jimbo up to bat 0-for-3 today.
It's just everyone. I think Fizek prefers streaming casting with Whitney, as that's gonna be a fly out the center because Whitney doesn't irk him.
Now batting.
I don't like casting with Whitney when it's a Bombers game. Here is Bailey Smith.
Nope, that's low.
Oh, swing and a miss there. A 1-2 count.
Nope, that's high.
Take time for a sneeze from Walker.
That's off the plate.
Full count. And she gets rung up there. So we'll head to the bottom of the ninth. Black Barker runs due up for the ball players. They've got 3 outs to score 4 runs. Or else we have 2 games tomorrow. This one's into left. Tracking back, but at the track is Chico Allen there for the first out.
Now batting,
Brings up Toby Barker.
fielder, number 6.
Ball, high. Ball,
So it's looking like the 3 seeds are able to bounce back in day 2.
I swear, I'm gonna make a new thing for Jinx in the chat if you keep doing this.
Now batting,
They're up by 4 runs.
number 12.
And it's Homer
Yes.
runs, who's
Yes,
0
and
for 3.
the Unicorns were up by 7 runs with 2 outs and lost 9 to 8.
Jinxing is not a thing! Jinxing is not a thing! Nothing I say impacts anything! Caught by Bash Sluggington. Eat shit. Squared.
Excuse me, this is a family-friendly stream.
Well, I'll tell you what kind of stream it is. It is a Wildcats friendly stream. As they get the win here, 5-1.
Look at me giving you all these nice segues.
You're feeding the beast is what you're doing. Wildcats out hit the ball players 8-6. Squared, I know that we're making jokes, but can you put into the ball players team chat what happened and how it was 1-0 in that first game and it was 3-1 in the second? So not much change. And in fact, Fitzmagic lasted longer, so it did not necessarily change the outcome of the game, but we also followed league policy because it didn't go 5.
Yes.
This isn't a Christian channel, Aggie. I don't know if we have anybody named Christian here. By the way, I can make that joke. My dad's a pastor and my granddad's a pastor. Alan Hiker, 3 for 4 with a homer. Wildcats, 3 players with home runs. Not much doing for the ball players today. Only 6 hits. Bo Dan will get the win. Fitzmagic will earn the loss. Player of the game will be Alan Hiker, followed by Rustin Baldwin and Bo Dan. Well, that's going to do it for our first half of games. The 3 seeds bounce back against their number 6 seeded foes. So we will be having at least 2 games tomorrow to decide series. When we come back, we've got our nightcap of games, starting with Dragons at Overdrafts. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the SSBL right here on Twitch.
I was messing with you. Yeah, let me type out this thing to the ball players. I'm trying to. Oh, that's fine. They love my voice.
Chase the wind and touch the sky. A star's light shines on long after it dies. Oh, in the night. Live every day as if it's your last. All memories been bright like beacons of the past. Oh, in the night. Now we race against the sun. Now we race against the Now we race against the sun. Now we race against the
I got it.
race against against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Ooh.
Oh no! Oh no! Hold on. I'm sorry. We can't do this. We can't do this. I didn't make it evening. I'm sorry, but I won't have it. I
Oh,
won't.
I thought you crashed again. I was like, dude.
No. I will. I'm sorry. I will not have this not be played at evening.
I'll be right back with using the restroom.
Evening overcast, which actually, funnily enough, is the same environment that we had for yesterday. Oh, that's not Brock Hansen. That is Hannah Bradley. And then that is Margie Rex. And now we are headed, and this time we're underneath the lights at Tiger Den the way it should be. Score of that first game was 5-1 Wildcats. We will be streaming tomorrow. Debbie Sawyer, Sub Esposito, and then Harry Von Crum lead things off for the Dragons
Right fielder, number 14.
as we are underway here at Tiger Den. This one's into right. Vernon is there for the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Brings up Stub Esposito. And when squared come back, we'll be able to hear stats on the starting pitchers.
Go, game number 3 of the day.
And can you pull up stats on Margie Rex for me, please? As Stub Esposito, right to Bush League, go to first in time. Reminder, Bush League will be the to-go starter for the Silver Drafts team until they make it into the next round, if they're able to get the reverse sweep here.
Margie Rex, 19 in the third innings, 20 runs allowed, 18 walks, 11 strikeouts with a rough 9.3 ERA.
This one is deep,
This
but
season.
just foul.
So facing a tall task here against the Dragons, who, as you know, probably scored the most runs in the league. Definitely did.
Well, Von Crum earns a walk here. And I'll bring up Sponge Cooper.
Second baseman, number 99.
So far, the two teams that must win as the runner takes off for a second. The throw is not in time. I'll tell you, these Dragons runners have not been getting the best jumps, as Wahlberger doesn't have the strongest arm, but he nearly had his second Dragons runner rung up there. However, it will come to nothing as this is grounded to Nick Straining, right to his tear. Led to the bottom of the first, top of the order due up for the overdrafts. So far, the teams in elimination games today are 1-0, so can the overdrafts force a game 3 tomorrow? This is into right, and that should get down for a single, and it will, right in front of Debbie Sawyer.
Now batting,
Now here's the All-Star, Jackson Moore the fourth.
number 22.
And Square, do you have numbers on Hannah Bradley? As that's right to Von Crum, throw to second in the dirt, not in time. Error for Harry Von Crum, so it'll be runners on first and second, nobody out, and here is FSRD.
Bradley on the season, 27 innings, 8 runs, 6 walks, 21 strikeouts for a 2.60 ERA on her way into an All-Star appearance. So pretty damn well for the Dragons. Honestly, probably one of their probably their best pitcher on the staff.
So a correction on that, as Stubb is going to try to turn the Dragon special, will get the runner at second. They, as Dan Winkler noted, they actually got the tag on the runner who slid into second. Runner's going to take off for a second. The throw by Marzo is in the dirt, not in time. some defensive goofs here for the Dragons here in the bottom of the first. So that puts the runner in scoring position for Daniel Winkler, who is not accustomed, who rather is not a stranger to coming into clutch opportunities.
That's inside.
3-1
Winkler
count.
has won the Stingers a couple games, not gonna lie.
Ball four. Take
And
it
that'll be a walk issued to Winkler.
now back. The third base.
Here is Bush League.
Number 47. Strike.
Hannah Bradley's windup is definitely slower than Fitzmagic.
Strike.
Without a doubt, it is slower than Fitzmagic. Right side, Harry Von Krum. He runs, steps on the bag. So both teams threaten in the first, but don't get anything from it.
Now batting the designated
Maybe that
hitter,
runs a little bit
number
faster.
82. Nope.
Oh yeah. So I gotta keep my mouse in game here,
Low.
because it was major buffering. Mookie Astaire steps on it, 1 out. Does that look faster to y'all?
Center fielder, number 30. Ball inside.
How does that look to you, Squared?
Outside.
Looks faster. Yeah.
Strike.
My OBS screen is lagging, but I'm assuming it's just because it's not in game.
Take your base. Now batting the
Brings up
catcher,
Vanessa Marzo.
number 28. Ball inside.
A tiny bit choppy. Like framey.
Interesting. Trying to find a happy medium here.
Ball inside.
'Cause
There's
this
anything you
is-
can do with OBS.
If anybody knows OBS, because yeah, this is definitely now slower
Fixed it.
when I'm not
You
in
fixed
it.
it.
That
You fixed it.
Yeah, I
Yes.
fixed the choppiness, but now it's a little bit slower again.
I'd rather take the slower than the choppiness.
Take your base.
Oh, you know what?
Now batting.
I'm gonna
the
stop
shortstop,
recording.
Number 6.
Because this is going live out. Grounder, KDC makes the stop. The throw to second is in time. They will not get the runner at first. Suarez on the quarters, and here is Steven Diaz.
Number
Okay,
35.
tell me if it gets choppy at any point. This ball is jacked, heading deep, back to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. Absolutely smashed, 443 feet. And the Dragons strike first.
Yeah, absolutely mashed, and that's what's the great thing about this Dragon lineup. Up and down the lineup, they can absolutely kill the ball at any point and score runs, and that's what led them on to their league-leading run total.
Ball inside.
What the heck? That ball bounced about 20 feet in the air off of Sawyer's bat.
Now batting the third.
That'll bring
baseman,
up Stub
number
Esposito.
50.
Because the thing I'm trying to think of right now is that shouldn't the cursor be in the game? Because, like, for example, if someone was streaming their gameplay, as this is grabbed by KDC, throw to first in time, the inning will be over, but the Dragons strike first. Steven Diaz, 3-run homer. So technically, the cursor should be in the game because if you're like actually playing a game, that's where you'll be from. Is it framey at all for you right now? Or is it framey at all for anybody in the chat?
Nope, high. Inside.
Squared has died.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
so it's choppy.
Did I die?
Ball four.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything you just said.
Oh.
Now batting.
So now it should be not
Number
choppy,
44.
It's smooth now.
but now it's
But
slow.
it's slow.
Right side, that one will get through to the wall, off of the wall. Debbie Sawyer.
What are you doing it to make it slow and like not choppy?
I'm not doing anything.
Now batting.
Here, let me try this.
Fielder,
I'm gonna stop streaming to you. Stream again. I'm going to stream in in 15 frames to you.
Lord help me. It's fine. I'd rather just stream, get your resources than me.
All right, to Sponge Cooper to second in time, the throw to first in time. They get the Dragon special, but runner will score.
The shortstop, number 35.
Okay, so tell me if at any point it gets framey again. And I'm actually going to look this up as well. Apologies for the issues with the stream tonight.
It's framey.
It's framey again.
Yeah, it's like stuttering, framey.
The first baseman, number 89.
All right, let's look this up. OBS.
Ball high. That's up.
So it's Von Crum against Margie Rex once again. 2-0 to Von Crum. And a little tapper to third. Bush League rolls over to his left, throws a first in time.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 99.
Now Sponge Cooper with 1 out as Fizek tries to fix his issues. I will play-by-play for now. Down the line, Astaire backhands it. Will step on first for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And here is the play-by-play man, Will Freishak. 2 outs, nobody on it. 3-1 ball game in the top of the third versus the Dragons. And Overdrafts. Overdrafts looking to force a game 3 and avoid elimination. Fouled off, keep it even at 2. Down the line, pass to Stair for a single as Vernight throws it into second. So the inning continues with Freishak on first and brings up Libby Sickley, the 6th hitter.
Number 30.
Oh, Freishak maybe looked like he was going to go, but just got back. Check on him at first. And Rex really worried about Freishak over there at first. The first pitch to Sickley. Freishak stays at first, and it's a strike. 1-1.
Yeah, my computer is very laggy right now. Just in general.
That's outside.
A 3-1 count to Sickley. Full count. Well, if anything, we could try and finish this game, and then I'll stream the last one.
Well, I can
I'll
also just like restart.
Yeah, that too.
Now
Sickley gets a walk, first and second for Vanessa Marzo. Another opportunity for the Dragons with the runner in scoring position.
All right, I just
That's gonna
posted
be
a
a ground
poll.
ball.
See what people would prefer. If they prefer slow and smooth or fast and choppy.
the second baseman, number 20.
Yeah, it's my entire computer right now is struggling.
What's
a little
taking up your resources?
bit. If I control Alt Delete, is that gonna like absolutely destroy anything, or will it just open up my task manager?
You should open your task manager. It should be fine.
Now batting.
You know what's funny? I could tell when you're turned on when you do Control Alt Delete.
Note high.
It's probably OBS, to be honest with you.
OBS is only taking up 12% of my.
What's killing it?
Oh, my GPU is all the way.
That's down.
My GPU is maxed out.
By what?
Ball 4. Take your base.
That's a walk for Bradley against Jackson Moore. So it puts Moore on first.
The left fielder.
And here's Everett Sardine,
number
the longtime overdraft, the veteran, getting his second appearance in the postseason.
SMB3 is taking up 63%.
Yeah.
Off the plate.
2-0 to Sardine. Check on Jackson Moore at first, but he gets back. Check again. Fans aren't happy.
Oh, let me stop my custom wallpaper.
No outside.
A 3-0 to Sardine. Finds his own, does Bradley.
Take your base.
There goes Jackson Moore, but a walk is issued. So first and second for the Overdrafts. A real opportunity here to maybe tie up this game with 1 out, and Dana Winkler steps up to the plate.
All right, that looks better. Mega Baseball is now taking up 83% of my GPU. OBS 5%.
I will say the game's actually faster now.
Ball four. Take your base.
That
And
that
the back-to-back walks, or
that
3 walks in a row,
looks-
actually. Much better. Looks much better.
yeah. So for some reason tonight, my wallpaper was taking up 20% of my GPU. As this is going to go into left, 1 run will score, and the Overdrafts have a little bit of a threat brewing here.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 14.
Yeah, this is much better, man.
Okay, so yeah, we'll roll with this going forward. Let us know if it's lagging or anything like that.
Strike. That's up.
1-2 count to Mookie Astaire.
That's inside.
Oh,
2-2. As this is the start, throw to second in time, they throw to first. They turn the Dragon special. Of course they turn it on once I start casting. That's just going to make it seem even more rigged. We head to the top of the 4th, Star, Diaz, and Sawyer. When I'm distracted, I can't rig it.
Number 6.
yeah, man, the stream actually looks perfect right now.
I'm also, I will
Oh,
note,
you're good.
I'm streaming at 60 frames. This is deep on the right, tracking back to the track to the wall, and off of the line on the wall. It'll just be a single. Welcome to Tiger Den.
See, look what happened when I was commentating it. There was no rigging going on. It was, favorite of the Overdrafts.
Well, that's why I
and
had
we
to.
get-
That's why I had to fix it, because otherwise I couldn't rig it.
I know, so did I, Dan. So did I. Dan, it's also nice to see you in here, man. You're not really in the streams that much.
Ball inside.
When you stream, do you stream in 30 or 60 frames?
60, of course.
I might.
But think about it. I have a better CPU though.
Yeah, I might need to try 30. Specifically when I'm also sharing my screen with you.
I think it's better just to. You're fine on the stream right now. I'm cool with my thing being choppy. I'm cool with it.
Because you're not doing play-by-play?
No, I'm not doing. Well, even with play-by-play, it really wasn't that bad. I'd rather have the stream be. I'd rather for everybody else to get the smooth stream, for me just to get the choppiness.
Nick Straining, what a dive, throw the first in time! They turn the Dragon special. Gary Starr nearly bombers. Nearly homers. Celebrating to the bottom of the 4th, and here is Wahlberger.
Catcher, number 44.
Strike.
I'm glad we got it figured out. You know what?
No.
That's probably why the game crashed.
That's up.
Boy. Oh.
Because my GPU was full use, as that one is into left center. Wahlberger is going to head to second. Sickly couldn't read it off the wall. Wahlberger has a leadoff double here for the Overdrafts.
Now batting, the right.
Yeah, because my GPU is down. It's still at like 94% usage. So I think no matter what, after this game, I'm actually going to stop Super Mega Baseball and see if I can tweak the settings a little bit to make it run a little bit better. Von Crom for the first in time, for the first out. Because right now it's not OBS that's overloading. It's Super Mega Baseball that's overloading it. Right to the glove of Von Crom for the second out.
This would be massive if the Dragons can get out of this here.
For the Overdrafts, the tying run is just 90 feet away, and here is 1 for 2, Nick Straining. The Overdrafts have gotten to Hannah Bradley a little bit. Can they get into her more? They're in an elimination game here. They need to get into this as he gets rung up there. Head to the top of the 5th. Esposito, Von Crum, Cooper due up for the Dragons.
Now batting,
Yeah,
the third
that makes
baseman,
complete sense now.
number
GPU overloaded. I will
Yeah, it
also...
couldn't have been our file, like our team pack. Like,
Yeah, it's got to be that GPU being overloaded now that I think about it, given that I was at 100% usage for my GPU. I will note that I'm not overclocking my GPU.
Ball inside.
I'll also note that it's a 1060. I haven't necessarily had these issues before though, and it's not necessarily that I'm casting to you, because again, like Discord's only using like 5% of it. OBS is only using like 5%. This one is hit well into left center, but right there is Everest RD to make the grab. 2 gone.
Now batting, the second baseman,
Here is Sponge Cooper.
number 99.
So far, a little bit more of a less scoring affair, as this will be lined out to Jackson Moore, the 4th. Led to the bottom of the 5th. He'll lead it off more. It's already then Winkler.
Now batting.
In general, today has been a little bit easier on the pitchers.
22.
Because I'm here.
Yeah, it's because you're here.
That's up.
I'm glad that I could turn my attention to the game to make sure that the Dragons could, in fact, keep on rigging and winning. This ball is jacked, heading deep, back to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. Jackson Moore says, "I'll take that." 462 feet. That's out in any ballpark. And the Overdrafts have tied it at 3.
Interesting. What? Sorry.
Did you just, do I have to jar you just now?
Please jar me. I'll gladly take that jar.
Strikeout, ball in the dirt, throw to first in time.
Yeah, Hannah Bradley hasn't had her best stuff tonight. Usually pretty dominant on the mound, but Overdraft's finding ways to get against her, and Jackson Moore, just one of the best hitters in the game right now. Absolutely coming into his own in these couple seasons he's been in the league.
Swing and a miss there. 2-2 count to Daniel Winkler. Lines up the middle, and Daniel Winkler has reached base every single time he's been up today. That'll bring up the 1-for-2 Bush lead.
Third baseman, number 47.
Bradley approaching 80 pitches through 5 innings. That one's through the right side. Runners on first and second, 1 out, and the Overdrafts are looking to get more.
Now batting, the first baseman. Now pitching.
That'll do it for Bradley. They're going to pull her. 7 hits, 3 earned runs for her, and in comes the long relief. What he's caught, it's a called hit and run. Popped up, Salva Esposito's there.
Now batting,
Brings up Joseph Wahlberger, a double and a single so far today, 2 for 2.
Strike. That's inside.
2-1 count to Wahlberger. Fouled off, 2-2. Swing and a miss. He gets rung up there, but an absolutely shellacked, jacked ball by Jackson Moore, the 4th. Ties up this game at 3. Will Freishak to lead things off here.
number 82.
Immediately swings at the first pitch he sees. We're seeing some Season 5 Dragons here, as that is caught by SRD for the first out.
Now batting, the center
Brings up
fielder,
Libby Sickley.
number 30.
No. No.
Popped up right side. This will stay in play. Vern Knight makes the grab. 2 gone.
Now
Here is
batting,
Vanessa Marzo.
pitcher, number 28.
Margie Rex, 74th pitch.
Strike. Ball low. Outside.
And that's right to the glove of KDC. We will head to the bottom of the 6th. Knight, KDC, Nick Straining due up for the Overdrafts.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 16.
That's outside. Foul ball. Strike.
1-2 count. Right side, Cooper, go to first, in time, 1 gone.
Now batting,
Here is 0-for-2, KDC. And KDC will actually, Wily Intense is going to come in to pinch hit. What do you think about this move, Squared?
Off the plate.
I don't know if I like that. I mean, yeah, KDC, I mean, yeah, you get a little more power with Wily Intense, but KDC, that's a valuable infielder. Like, she plays all around the place, and that's a valuable infielder you're missing on the field.
Full count to Intense. And he gets rung up there. Scottish gets lucky with those last two pitches.
Baseman, number
Yeah, I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that move. It would have made more sense if you did it for Nick Straining.
Well, we'll see where Intense slots in or if he'll get subbed out as he gets rung up there. Nick Straining caught looking. We'll head to the 7th. We're still tied at 3 in what is the closest game so far today.
now batting.
Well, favorable calls for the Dragons there.
Oh yeah, Wood is
Isaac.
Scottish. Wood is Scottish, absolutely. And we actually get to see Alonzo Sloss for the first time called up for the injured Tanya Marzo. And he will slot in at short. Swing and a miss. He got rung up there.
Now batting.
Gary
Lost
Starr
a lot of
sits.
fielding, a cannon at short, but not a lot of speed. So we'll see if that comes into account with some slow rollers for the Dragons.
So one gone here is Steven Diaz, who had the so far only run scored by the Dragons, a 3-1 shot. Left side, Alonzo Sloss throw to first in time. Look at that arm.
Now batting.
Yeah, he's got a cannon over there, but I worry about the speed a little bit.
That'll bring it Debbie Sawyer. Margie Rex, 85 pitches now. See if she can get through the 7th.
Strike.
3-1 count. And gets Debbie Sawyer to ground it out to Bush League. We'll head to the 7th inning stretch. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Week 1, Day 2 action here on the SSBL Season 6. I'm Fightsick on the call, joined by A Squared. Make sure that you are following the official SSBL Twitch. Join us in the Discord for everything SSBL related. Manage a team, submit a player,
Now batting.
find out all the latest stats and scores, and on player submissions. They're open for Season 7s. You can have a player in the SSBL. More information can be found out in the link below.
Strike.
Scottish moves to lock in. Here is Everett Sardee with a 1-2 count. Stays alive. Left side, and Sardee is aboard with a 1-out single. And Squared, how big would this be for the Overdrafts if they could get something in this inning?
Number 0.
Force our third, and hold on to force our third Game 3 on Wednesday.
It would be pretty huge. Like their bullpen's not terrible. They have some good pieces down there. I think Tostada is down there, and they got someone in a run down here. So that's unfortunate for the Overdrafts.
They catch Sardee.
But their bullpen isn't bad. It's one of the better ones in the league. They're one of the only teams that have a closer. And but yeah, our run here would pretty much Dragons offense, not the Dragons offense we saw yesterday.
Winkler again, just absolutely plowing it in. Cooper, though, settles that one. We'll head to the top of the 8th, still tied at 3. What?
Now batting. The third
What?
baseman,
Nothing. You're good.
number 15.
Here is over 3 Sub Esposito. Margie Rex is locked in 90 pitches. She has had pretty decent outing for her, especially when you consider those 9 earned runs this season. Esposito swings at a 3-0. This one's into left. It's tracking back. It's at the track. It's at the wall.
I heard that.
It's out of here. Well, that one limps over 339, and the Dragons take a 1-1 lead and Squared that. I mean, the left fielder called it off. It did look good off of the bat, and maybe one batter too many for Margie Rex.
A Little League home run, or as people like to say, a Yankee Stadium home run. Just it didn't even sound good off the bat, but yeah, just looking for Dragons. It eked over the left field wall, and now the Dragons take the lead here late.
Aggie calling it a Bobby Jimbo special, and then Pasta noting Stub Esposito homered to left? Question mark. I like that.
Strike.
Ostada coming in, 18 innings this season, 11 runs, 12 walks, 11 strikeouts, and with a 5.51 ERA. So not the best, but he has come out of the pen a lot. A lot of these pitchers for the overdrafts, a lot of them have gotten the same amount of usage in the pen as Freishak smacks that one into the gap.
He's going to try for a second to throw from Vert Knight, not in time. I'll bring up Libby Sickley.
Number 30.
As the game is starting to lag again.
Ball inside.
You're fine on the stream.
Straight.
Yeah, we'll have a little bit of a break here after this game. Left side, what a grab by Bush League! Filling in for the injured Tanya Marzo, potentially saves a run there. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Astaire, Wahlberger, and Knight due up for the overdrafts. Let me know if it gets glitchy if I do this.
What did you do?
I switched back to the game.
Now batting, the catcher,
Oh.
number
You can tell.
4.
Cooper, though to first. In time, 2 gone.
Now batting,
And can you tell that I just switched it back?
fielder, number 16.
Inside.
Scottish looks like, yeah, and it looks like the game is going back to normal. So I'll tinker with the crowd settings a little bit.
Straight.
Is that the best way to get better performance, is the crowd, or is there another one? Cooper, go to first in time. You keep on cutting out from me, Squared.
I haven't talked for like in the last
Oh.
10 seconds.
Oh, I was asking. Okay, I just didn't give you enough time.
Sorry, I was replying to Maniac.
I get thinking crowd is, so we'll do, we'll try 75% crowd. We'll see what that does.
We are not doing no crowd. How dare you?
This is playoffs.
Playoffs, sir. Everybody's vaccinated.
I will say one thing that has changed is I recently updated my driver.
No.
But like, I'm not really running anything else. In fact, I'll close out Google Chrome after this in between so I can play the last game. Or I can play the in between audio. This is fouled up. Rainey's there. So that brings up Steven Diaz. So right now the lead is only 1 for the Dragons. Into left. Diving attempt Sardie. Oh, I thought he had it. It drops just before him.
The right fielder, number 14.
Air Force saying I'm selling 75% capital games. Glad to see you, Air Forces. This one's into right. That will travel to the wall. Runner will round third and will head home. And it will be a 2-run lead. Potentially an error there for Vert Knight and Wright not to throw home.
Mental mistake for Naya as he threw to second. Should have cut it off with the speed on the bases, and he went to second, allowing the run to score. And that might be absolutely massive with the Dragons up 2 now.
0-2 count to stop Esposito. Runner at second is Debbie Sawyer. This one's into right. Vert Knight, will he make the throw home? This time he will. The throw is not in time. Esposito heads to second, and now the Dragons lead is 3. And that'll do it for Tostada. Mango Anaya will come in. And are they going to intentionally walk? They will intentionally walk Von Crum here.
I agree with this. Von Crum can just absolutely mash the ball. He is an MVP candidate, so.
Now batting,
And those MVPs, Pitcher of the Year, Rookie of the Year should be announced soon.
Yes, they have been selected. And there is one people are not going to like.
Sponge Cooper 0 for 4. And he'll be 0 for 5, and he actually will go down to tense. We'll see if that factors in. We have seen stranger things with the Overdrafts fighting for their playoff lives, fighting for their first ever win as a franchise in the postseason, fighting for Air Force, who is in the chat. They have to get past a locked-in Woody Scottish. 1-2 the count, as it's Alonzo Sloss' first ever majors at bat. And he gets rung up there. I guess there's a strike zone there. One gone, and here's Nick Straining.
It's like the 5th favorable call the Dragons got.
And to be
Obviously
fair,
rigged.
it's all been for Scottish. The zone looks pretty consistent for Bradley and for Rex, and Scottish has been getting some pretty interesting calls. This one's to Cooper. Throw to first in time. Overdrafts down to their last out.
Number 22. That's inside.
And here is Jackson Moore to keep it going. This one's to Gary Starr. The throw to first is in time. And the Dragons will sweep the Overdrafts and will make their way to face the number 1 seed, the Vikings, next week. Squared, your thoughts?
Dragons. This game was really close from the Overdrafts. 6-3. It was close for a lot of the game. It's just a couple mistakes on the Overdraft side that Vern Knight. I mean, it really didn't factor in it, but Vern Knight making a mistake out there. Some base running errors on the Overdrafts, but the Overdrafts played a pretty good game. It's just the offense wasn't there for them as the Dragons offense turned it on. Lucky home run for Esposito right over the wall. Ultimately kind of became the difference for them. Pitching on both sides, however, were good, or not good. Hannah Bradley didn't pitch bad, just didn't have her best up. Wasn't you Hannah Bradley start from her. Scottish came in, was absolutely excellent. Rex did not pitch terribly. That last run on her was given to her. Tostada came in, blew the game. Margie Rex unfortunately gets the loss, but it's just Overdrafts did not play a bad game. It's just a couple mistakes. Dragons showing that they are the superior team, and just Scottish and the combination of Scottish and Bradley held down the Overdrafts.
Steven Diaz, your first star. Esposito, your second, followed by Woody Scottish. Well, it didn't look pretty, but the Dragons eke out a win, and they are so far the only team to sweep. We'll see if the Bombers can do so in the next game, but since we have now our first elimination this postseason, I want to say congratulations to Air Force. It hasn't indicated whether or not he'll be back next season, but glad to have you with us. And as you were saying, didn't expect the team to get this far, so it is what it is. They still had a good season, made the postseason for the second straight season, as well as the second straight after a play-in game in their history. So good season for the Overdrafts. So the Dragons move on to face the Vikings, but don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we will have a non-laggy game 4. It is the Cyclones at the Bombers. Who will make it? You'll have to stay tuned to find out. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the SSBL right here on Twitch. Welcome back. We are now going to make our way to the Emerald Diamond with the lights on. As will it be the second 4 seed sweeping? Square, what do you think is going to happen here? As I know the gameplay isn't showing, I will pause the game until it shows. Do not worry, fans. All right, and it's showing, and go ahead, Square.
So, I think, Bombers took it yesterday. I think they just need a decent start from Cassiopeia. They have no problem scoring runs back in their home park. It's just Cyclones, their top 3 need to set the table for them. And with Kyle Edwards on the mound, they have a really good chance of taking this game and taking it back to Sakura.
Well, right now, we only have 2 games tomorrow. The Dragons sweeping the Overdrafts. Can the Bombers sweep the Cyclones here? So I made some changes. So one, I made the audience or the crowd variation low. I altered the shaders to medium. I altered the something else to medium, and then I also made the crowd density 75. Here is Billy O'Connell, and then do we have stats on Kyle Edwards, who became an all-star for the first time in his career this season as he rings them up there.
Edwards, 25 and 2/3 innings, 17 hits, 6 runs allowed, 9 walks, 21 strikeouts, on his way to a 2.10 ERA, which I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that is not that I want. In terms of qualified pitchers, leads. No, he does not lead the league. But he's top 5. All right, Joy Holiday, Red led the league in ERA. Huh.
Go to first in time for the second out. Brings up Tyler Benetti, who had 3 bases clearing doubles yesterday. 9 RBI, set a league record.
Yeah, Benetti really coming in strong for the Bombers yesterday, getting the call up as he hits that one pretty well to center field, but it's going to be a 1-2-3 inning.
We'll head to the second. Hugh George III, Woody Arbor. I've had Hugh due up for the Cyclones. See how my GPU is doing. Oh yeah, my GPU is down to around 70 now.
Yeah, the stream is even smooth as well. But looking at for the Bombers side, Cassiopeia Ducato. We're looking at here 16 innings, 8 runs allowed, 10 walks, 12 strikeouts, and a 4.5 ERA for the first year. She was taken in season 5, the number 1 overall pick, but her first season in the SSBL. So still technically a rookie.
Well, I appreciate everybody sticking through us here with what turned out to be a GPU issue. Glad to know that we have it resolved for us going forward. And it honestly doesn't look bad as well. This one up the middle. So runners on first and second with 1 out here.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 20.
So far, the points vote is directly even. One, two. Popped up and giving them a taste of their own medicine. It's a Bomber special. The throw home by Benetti is in time. Woody Arbor gunned down.
Number 7.
That'll bring up Timber Woods.
Benetti just absolutely doing it all this series. 9 RBIs yesterday and guns out Woody Arbor at home.
So 2 gone now, and here is Timber Woods with a 1-2 count. This one will drift in fair. Luther will step on the bag. We'll head to the second bottom of it. Luther, Pearson, Tanner, as this was the switch. Pearson coming in to designate hit.
Number 20.
I wonder if the games are going to go faster now that my computer isn't lagging. That one's up the middle and through.
Yeah, Bombers need to find anything they can get off Edwards. Edwards has just been, a Cy Young candidate or a Pitcher of the Year candidate, and just you need to find any type of runs against him.
This is blooped into shallow left. Timber Woods is there for the grab.
There were a lot of questions about, Edwards, why is he not pitching game 1, I think he was intending for maybe if he got game 1, he has Edwards on the mound for game 2 for the sweep. Or on the other hand, if he loses, he has Edwards on the mound for game 2 to avoid the sweep.
Inside.
2-1 slammed into center. This is going back to the track. Right in front of the track. It'll be an RBI double for Beatrice Tanner, as Luther will come in to score and the Bombers lead 1-0.
Huge for the Bombers. That's what I was talking about. They need to get something off Edwards, put him uncomfortable on that mound, and they got it right there with Tanner.
Alfred Delia now with 1 out. And he will earn a walk. So a little bit of a shaky second here for Edwards.
Catcher, number 35.
He's in Alyssa Sass.
Steve right. Up inside.
And caught by Edwards, and they double up Delia. He's too slow. We'll head to the top of the third. Stud, top of the order. Do it for the Cyclones.
The left fielder, number 20.
That could have been much worse for Edwards, but doing it himself, getting the line drive, and getting the Dragon special. So just keeping it at 1 for the Cyclones.
Andrew Stud. Right to Tanner. Throw to first in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 29.
Back to the top of the order. Here is Jet County. This ball is hit well into left, tracking back to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. 385 feet. And Jet County has tied this game at 1.
The center fielder, number
Jack County been on the team for all its years, has been in the SSBL, and just at that leadoff spot, leading the charge with the home run.
This ball is into center, so CDC getting rocked a little bit here in the third.
Now batting, the catcher, number 10.
This ball is hit well into right center, and that one will hit down right before the track, and the Cyclones will take a 2-1 lead as he is heading to third. The throw is not in time.
Now
Jerome Diligence with a triple. Call it a cycle watch.
That's low.
Oh my god.
Three.
He gets one hit and he gets the cycle watch.
That's what we said after the minors. Did you not watch the minors Super Series? And they get the runner coming home. Diligence gets caught.
Just absolutely bonehead base running from Diligence. Couldn't hold that third, but and still been there for in scoring position. But now it's 2 outs with just a runner on first.
Now is Woody Arbor. He hit 2 3-run home runs yesterday.
That's high.
3-1 count. This is outside, so CDC is tense.
Now
And for
batting,
good
the
reason.
Second baseman, number 66.
Here is Fat Hugh.
D-right. Ball low. D-right.
And she rings him up there. Well, to the bottom of the third. May Bruce then top of the order. 2 up for the Bombers as they now have a 1-run deficit.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Woody Arbor the next Will Freishak.
D-right.
Potentially Pasta.
Outside. Head up.
May Bruce pops up. Caught by Arbor.
Now batting, the
And here is Billy O'Connell.
number 10.
That's up. Ball outside.
I know it's early, but for the Bombers, you gotta keep putting on pressure. I know CDC hasn't looked particularly great out there, as that ball's gonna be hitting the gap.
Talk about pressure. That one's into left center. And will he try for 3? He will not. O'Connell will be satisfied with a double.
But the Bombers using the using the home field advantage well, hitting into the gaps, getting good with their speed, should be able to score off singles and doubles here.
Rifleman through the left, hesitating was O'Connell. That's why he didn't score. That ball was also hit pretty hard to
Yeah.
left.
I don't think he would have scored even if he didn't hesitate. Stud has a pretty good arm out there in left.
That'll be runners at first and third for Tyler Benetti. Run will take out for second. The throw is not in time. Rifleman steals a bag.
Smart taking away the double play opportunity, and that ball's into the center field.
And this man just cannot stop hitting doubles. His 4th double of the 2-game series. This time
11
it's only
RBIs.
2 RBI. It is bases clearing though.
11 RBIs on the series. Benetti coming up from the minors, just absolutely killing the ball.
Now Luther gets a ball over the single here.
Now batting,
And that brings up the designated hitter Trenton Pearson.
number 13.
And I don't know if this might be the first time all season, but Kyle Edwards is tense.
He has missed the zone with 3 straight balls. And that is going to be a 4-pitch walk to Pearson. And that'll load the bases for Beatrice Tanner.
And Isaac, this could get really ugly with the Bombers. Bases loaded, 1 out, and Tanner. Oh my!
Oh, that could be a mistake,
Oh!
and it is! Pearson should have held up. Actually, is that Rifleman?
That was Rifleman.
Rifleman should have held up.
That was so good by Diligence to get to that ball quickly. I don't blame Rifleman for going with his speed, but Diligence just got to that ball quickly and flipped it over to Edwards. Or was
It
Benetti.
wasn't
was
Rifleman.
Benetti.
It was Benetti. It was Benetti.
Yeah, it's Benetti. But still, I mean, Benetti has decent speed. Oh,
And so it could be 4-2. Instead, it's 3-2. Led to the top of the 4th. Angelo Woods and Stud due up for the Cyclones.
Now batting,
That could be huge, fighting. We're gonna have to, put a bookmark on that one because that could be huge for how this game goes. Bases loaded, 1 out.
Delia makes the dive. The throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
So now what's important for the Cyclones to do is just keep on just making Cassiopeia uncomfortable. Don't let her get into a groove.
Oh, don't
my
let
God,
her
that's
get into a groove. Don't let her live. No one was covering first.
The left fielder. Now.
Cassiopeia is dead.
36.
Lucy Freishak will come in. It's a body contusion. Someone
Fine.
put it into the chat. And then, do you have access to the season 6 rules? Because that has the latest injury
She's
check.
fine. She's fine.
Okay, so she will be in time to
Yeah.
start for
No-
if
no
the
time-
Bombers
no
were
time
to
missed.
advance past this.
Yes, no time missed. Yeah, I was talking about her making her uncomfortable. There you go.
Can someone clip that? Because we should use that for a TikTok video. That would probably get some traction because that call went perfectly. You make Cassiopeia uncomfortable and she just straight up died.
Now batting. The
She just
center fielder,
dies.
Number 14.
Well, Lucy Freishak will get the call in. We saw her yesterday. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Luther, throw to Freishak, and she misses it! Mojo down for Freishak, and now the bases are loaded. 2 gone for Cycle Watch Jerome Diligence. That one is in the dirt. A run will come home, a run will score. It gets from bad to worse for the Bombers as the Cyclones have tied it up at 3. And Diligence is walked, so in the end, it would have scored the run anyways.
The designated
But now
hitter.
bases loaded, 2 outs for Hugh George III, and this is not the outing that Freishak would like, and it's kind of emblematic of the season she's had, very up and down.
She's got to find a way out of this because it's gonna get real ugly. Is that ball?
That's foul, that's foul.
Oh,
That was definitely a wild pitch, not a pass ball. As this is deep in the center, tracking back at the track of the wall! And it is at the wall! It is a bases clearing double for Hugh George III, and the Cyclones take a 6-3 lead. Lucy Freishak can knock it out of the inning, and she is rattled.
I really thought he had that. I really thought that was gonna get caught.
Had that! How about this one to the track, to the wall, and this time May Bruce has it.
I thought
oh,
Bruce was gonna have that.
So a 4-run inning for the Cyclones.
Batting, the catcher, number
And here comes Alyssa Sass. Wolf loving to see it.
All high. Head up.
3-1 to Alyssa Sass. And reminder, by the way, after all of that, Kyle Edwards is still tense.
now batting, the center
Yeah, just the starting pitching not here for both games. Might actually hit double digits for the first time today. I call this the square effect, where it's always pitchers duels in low scoring games.
Go to first in time, 1 gone.
now batting, the
Yeah, that is a body contusion, so
number 10.
she
No
will.
time missed, I believe.
Here it looks like it's 1 week. Although I
Oh, really? Oh, it might be extreme pain I'm thinking of.
Now batting, the right
Yeah, I believe body contusion is 1 week, and if they don't get pulled out, it is well, actually, we'll have to look at it. His runner will come home, not in time. Rifleman makes it a 2-run game, and here is Tyler Benetti.
You know, Isaac, this is kind of mirroring yesterday's game, as it was a lead for the Cyclones. Bombers come back, and it was very back and forth until the Bombers pulled away.
So the Bombers keep their run streak alive. 3rd straight inning they've scored. We'll head to the top of the 4th inning. Here is Fat Hugh, or top of the 5th rather. Here is Fat Hugh. Popped up, Delia. And now here's Sebastian Angelo.
Fielder, number 20.
Yeah, body contusion is a confirmed 1 week injury.
must have been thinking
but
of,
in the
extreme pain.
postseason, it is a 1 day injury, so she will be back in
The
time.
shortstop, number
Yes.
If the Bombers were to either come back here or win tomorrow and move on to the next round.
Fishak trying to get a 1-2-3 inning.
And she rings him up there, gets it done, rebounding from that no good, very bad, awful 4th inning. But to the bottom of the 5th, Luther, Pearson, Tanner due up for the Bombers.
Baseman, number 20.
Yeah, Edwards already had 71 pitches starting the 5th, so he's not long for this game. Just very uncharacteristic start from him.
All outside. Steve. No ball four.
And that is a walk for Luther. Edwards has just not been able to bring it back since that 1st inning.
Hitter, number 13.
Yeah, is that, what is that, 5 walks? 5 walks for Edwards, who had 9 all season.
Ball inside.
And that is right to Woody Arbor.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 9.
Inside. Ball inside. Steve right.
Beatrice Tanner with a 3-1 count, and that finds the top of the zone. Full count, fouled off. Umps have been loving the top of the zone today. Swing and a miss. She gets swung up there. Edwards battles back from 3-0,
Pitching,
and that will do it for Edwards. 7 hits, 4 runs, 5 walks for Edwards, and in comes Iggy Lancaster, who did not have a great outing yesterday.
Yeah, as we look at Lancaster's stats, Lancaster 11 and 2/3, 3 runs, 2.32 ERA. Did not pitch that much, but did well when he did.
Does get the Cyclones out of this inning for the first time since the first inning. Nobody scores.
now batting, the left fielder.
Andrew starts to lead things off in the top of the 6th. Bryshak goes from rattled to tense after that 1-2-3 inning.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Here is Jet County.
number 29.
So if you're the Bombers, Whitney, what do they need to do to get back into this game? As that's right to O'Connell for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 14.
Oh, I didn't know Whitney was here. I'm sorry.
I'm just asking. You're being a bad color commentator right now.
I'm not Whitney.
The point of a color commentator is to comment on the game.
You didn't. You called me Whitney though.
Oh,
Now pitching,
did I?
You did.
Runner takes off for a second. The throw by Sass is in time. Sit down,
So-
roll it to the bottom of the 6th.
What the Bombers need to do is
Squared. What do the Bombers need to do?
they need to just keep putting runners on base and use the field to their advantage. They have a lot of speed that they can put on base, and if they can put them in the gaps, they can score easy runs. And also, the bullpen needs to come through, hold the Cyclones at 6. I am not too sure if the Cyclones keep scoring. If it goes past 6, I'm not sure if the Bombers can put up double digits like they did yesterday.
Full count to Alyssa Sass. Swings that ball 4. Dive by Fat U. The throw to first will not be in time. Sass digs it out. And now here is May Bruce over 2 today.
number 3.
Swings at the first pitch she sees out into right. Timberwoods. Sebastian Angelo even makes the catch.
You are all over the place today, my friend.
Now batting,
Listen, my GPU was at full steam ahead. Here's Billy O'Connell, one swing away from tying up this ball game. This one is into left center. Caught by Andrew Stead for the second out.
And also, if you're the Bombers, via leadoff runner on, you have to come through with this and put some runners on. You are running out of time. We are getting into the latter half of this game.
Here is Rifleman 2 for free today. Double and a single. And he gets one up there, caught looking. We will head to the 7th inning. Diligence, George III, and Arbor due up.
Now batting, the catcher.
So now in the back third of this game, just you got to hold on if you're the Bombers. If you're the Bombers pitching staff, as Kate Luna, not how you want to start it.
And then he does well to settle it. So if the Cyclones were to hold on here, our first game tomorrow would be at Sakura Hills to decide this one, followed by the Ball Players at Wildcats and then the Lumberjacks at Knights. No matter what, that Lumberjacks at Knights will be the last game. Go to first, not in time. Beat out by George III, and now here's Woody Arbor.
Number
And
17.
this might put it out of reach of the Cyclones are able to score no outs. And Kate Luna just not able to, probably unlucky there on that ground out.
Well, can't find the zone. 3-0. Does find the outside corner there. And that'll be a 5-pitch walk. The bases are loaded. Nobody out. And here is Fat Hugh.
Number 66.
Yeah, Pasta, it doesn't work when you do it. As this ball is jacked, heading deep to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. A Woody Arbor 3-run home run. How about a Fat Hugh grand slam instead? Cyclones by 6.
The right fielder, number 20.
So Fat Hugh taking care of business for the Cyclones. Now it's a big lead, reminiscent of what the Bombers did to the Cyclones yesterday, 10-4.
Now batting, the shortstop, number
Well, it is looking very much like we will have 3 games tomorrow. The Bombers will need to come back from a 6-run deficit. Break out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time. Wolf Gamer with that one. 2 gone now here in the top of the 7th.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 20.
Fouled up. At the backstop and just off of the fence there. Swing! And a miss. He gets swung up there. We'll head to the 7th inning stretch. I want to thank everybody for tuning in here for the game 4 of week 1 of day 2 of season 6 playoffs. I had a brain fart there. I'm 5 Second on the call, joined by A Square. Make sure that you are following the official SSBL Twitch. Join us in the Discord for everything SSBL related, the latest scores and stats, as well as become a manager. And then if you want to submit players, it's a little bit earlier in the stream here. You can see your player in the shining lights of Emerald Diamond here.
First baseman, number 20.
Those player submissions are open. Find out more at the link above.
Yeah, Bombers have to start stringing something along. I mean, it's still doable, but 6 runs, it's a tall order for the Bombers offense, who have been really up and down all season.
Hitter, number 13.
Here
As
is
Lancaster settling in here.
Here is Trenton Pearson. Yeah, Lungclaster so far better outing than yesterday. And he gets rung up there. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We're heading into the 8th. Top of the order, 2 up for the Cyclones. Now, Squid, are you joining me tomorrow,
Batter, the first baseman,
or is it just me?
29.
I will.
Okay, same time.
Help by.
Same time, same place.
You heard it here, folks. This ball is hit well into center. Tracking back is May Bruce, but does make the grab. Same bat time, same bat channel.
The center fielder, number 14.
Right side, Lexi Luther makes a nice play there. 2 gone. Now here's Jerome Diligence. Cycle watch Jerome Diligence. It looks like you may not be able to get it. He is locked in, but he would have to. The Cyclones would need to put on a little bit of a run in the top of the 9th inning for him to come up again. And he gets walked there. A 4-pitch walk from Luna.
Now batting, the designated
Brings
hitter,
up Hugh George III, and that will do it for Luna. 4 earned runs given up for her in 2 innings. And here is Jose Leverage.
Jose Leverage coming into this game. You know, hasn't really pitched much. 8 1/3, no runs given up, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts.
Well, he gets 1 out here. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 6-run deficit for the Bombers. Tanner, Delia, and Sass
now
due up.
batting, the shortstop, number
Both of these teams did not make postseason in Season 5.
Off the plate.
Bombers returning after a Super Series appearance in Season 4. Cyclones in their first season won their division. And offhand, I do not remember how far they made it. As she gets rung up there.
now batting,
Just because they had the bye, they lost in the first round.
number 99.
Or not in the first round, but when they played against the next team. But yeah, the Cyclones. I'm gonna say this is the best team they have had performance-wise in the SSBL so far. You know, just backing in. You know, they made it to the 7-7 to the division. Had a dreadful season last in Season 5, and actually had a winning record here. Team looked pretty good down the stretch and have a 10-4 lead here. And barring a miracle, we're going to Game 3.
Baseman, number
So looks like we'll have 3 Game 3s tomorrow, 7:30 Central. It'll be Bombers at Cyclones, followed by Ball Players at Wildcats, and then Lumberjacks at Knights, barring a miracle comeback here from the Bombers.
number 66.
Whitney, is Luna being retired?
Up the middle, Beatrice Tanner makes a nice slide. So the first is not in time. Fat Hugh beats it out.
Now batting, the
Hi, Hugh, getting it done
number 20.
at the plate today.
Now bring up Sebastian Angelo. Would not be surprised if he is a player of the game. He did have a grand slam. This one is hit into left center, and Fat Hugh is going to score on this, and in fact, it will be a triple. Or will it? It will. It was close, but Angelo will slide in with a triple.
Number 7.
So it's now a 7-run lead, and here is Timber Woods. We've seen a lot of triples so far this postseason. This one
It's
is
the thing
into,
of Emerald Diamond.
this one's into right, and it will be an 8-run lead for the Cyclones now.
Yeah, the Cyclones giving the Bombers a taste of their own medicine, putting up 12 on them today, double digits. Our first double-digit game of the day.
And this inning will mercifully now be over. Leverage makes the grab, and so the Bombers have 3 outs to get 8 runs, or else we are headed to a Game 3.
The center fielder,
Hey, we've seen crazier.
3.
What is the craziest comeback we've seen in the SSBL?
I mean, that Stingers game when it was 8 runs was ridiculous.
It was 8-1 with 2 outs, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that was crazy. So we would need to match that here against a locked-in Iggy Lancaster. Top of the order for the Bombers. This one is jacked, heading deep, back to the track, to the wall. Billy O'Connell is a player till the last pitch. It's a 7-run deficit.
Save it for tomorrow, my friend.
Number 89.
I don't remember if the Walkers did. This one's into right.
I know they had a crazy comeback, but I don't know if it was an 8-1. Like
I don't know if it's as crazy as that Unicorn Stingers game. That was ridiculous. That'll do it for Lancaster. 2 hits, an earned run, and 3 strikeouts in 4 innings. In comes Gwen Morello to put a knot on this. This one's into left, and Andrew Stud. How else to end this game but from that? And the Cyclones have forced a game 3.
Yeah, Cyclones just, putting it on the Bombers. It was very close. Both pitchers getting knocked out early. In Cassiopeia's case, it wasn't her choice to get knocked out. Getting knocked out early, and the bats of the Cyclones are showing up big, taking advantage of the opportunities with that bases loaded, that grand slam with bases loaded, no outs, taking advantage of it. Getting runners across. Hugh George, a big double, bases clearing double, and they'll take the win and force game 3 tomorrow.
Iggy Lancaster will get the win. Lucy Freischack will get the loss despite giving up no earned runs. Interestingly enough. Wonder how that works. I guess they weren't earned runs.
It's because she was on the mound. It's either A because they weren't earned runs, but there were still runs, so she was on the mound, so she's still technically on the hook for it. So in fact, of course, you're player of the game, but tomorrow it's gonna be Felix Hernandez versus the ace of the Bombers, Narciso Dixon. So back at Sakura. And it's going to be a fun one, Fizek. We have 3 game 3s tomorrow. We're going to be here, same place, same time. Congratulations on your sweep, my friend.
Thank you. It is after completely crashing and burning after going 6-0 last season. It's nice to know that I'm not that bad of a manager.
Yeah.
So this is what it will be tomorrow then. Our first game will be the conclusion of this series. It'll be Bombers at Cyclones, Dixon at Fernandez at Sakura Hills, followed by Ball Players at Wildcats. It'll be Hendricks versus Oldman. And then final game will be Lumberjacks at Knights. It'll be Stance, and that's not Fellows there. That's Toe Jam.
Toe Jam.
Who will be the number 3 for the Knights. It'll start at 7:30 Central as we will make the decision for who will be going on to the conference round. So we bid adieu to the Overdrafts, who will have to wait till season 7 to try and get their first ever franchise playoff win. Dragons sweep the rest of the teams, even up the series. It's the revenge of the 3 seeds today. So we will see you all tomorrow. I have been Fizek, joined by Squared on the call. Until next time, keep on rigging, everybody. Have a good night.